You don't have to do. You don't have to do, but it's better for you.
I follow directions. But Juan Carlos is right. We're going to hear from one more person, okay? And then we start with the vignettes.
You don't have to do. You don't have to do, but it's better for you.
Yeah. All right, so let's listen to Alexander. Alexander, what's new, buddy? Brother Alexander from Bello, Antioquia. What's going on? What's new?
Everyone, everything is good. Thank you for asking. I don't know. This
How's
morning,
the baby?
Very well, very good.
Can you see teeth already? Teeth?
Yeah, one teeth is growing up. Yeah. Today was in a
one tooth, right?
One tooth.
Because
yeah,
one is tooth.
One tooth. Yeah.
Two or more.
Yeah. he's trying to beat everything who is I don't know how can I say that. Se le atraviesa en el camino.
Anything he finds, everything he can reach.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Everything he finds. Yeah, today we were in pediatrician.
Right.
Pediatrician appointment. And thank God everything is going well.
Okay. Everything according to
is okay. Yeah.
And how old is he now?
Now he's 9 months old.
He's big.
Yeah,
big.
The next 17. The next 17, he's 10. But how can I say that? Cumple?
Turns.
He turns?
Turns 10.
10, okay. He turned 10.
Almost a year, wow.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time flies, okay.
We are trying to enjoy him a lot because the time is very fast and he's growing. Yeah.
By leaps and bounds. Va la carrera. Leaps and bounds.
Leaps. Okay.
Leaps and bounds.
Yeah. That's the situation, and no more. And the rest of the day, I was working at home, and no more.
Okay, amazing, man. Congratulations. I know how it feels in your heart when you're, when you're experiencing your first son.
Yeah,
I remember it was a long time, but I remember it was very exciting because, it's a whole world of new things and opportunities and love and yeah, you can enjoy a lot being a father.
Yeah, that's totally true because I try to be with him the most of the time that I can. And for example, he's trying to start walking. So this is an amazing step. Etapa, lap, I don't know.
It's a milestone. A milestone is a very important moment in the, in the development, especially for us parents. That you have different milestones, and this is one. A milestone is when they first say dada or mama or whatever they say first. And then walking, take that first step, eating the first piece of fruit, like everything is like, oh, he's eating fruit.
When you receive the keys of your own house. Also, it's another.
The first time he crashes your car. Yeah.
Yeah, everything is
drunk, exactly. Yeah, no, it's amazing. Being a father, being a parent is amazing. Congratulations, Alexander, on enjoying every day. And I hope that you continue to enjoy every day because it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Diana, ¿cuándo pues? Diana Carolina said, oh no, my God. Oh no, CBD. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's get to the vignettes. This segment of the program sponsored by Juan Carlos. El patrocinador de este segmento del programa es Juan Carlos. Grave, porque si no, grave. All right, so let's do it.
I have to disconnect it because I have
Oh,
sorry.
no problem.
Guys. But I'm still hearing you in YouTube.
All right, let's do that.
So thank you.
You too. So tonight's vignette, we got us 24 responses. What? Are you kidding me? 24 responses.
21 vignettes.
Eso significa que 16 se van a ir.
21 vignettes.
24.
No, 21.
Because
three.
Oh, yes, I see
Two
Paula.
times.
Paula. I see.
and
Yes,
Mauricio.
Gustavo.
Paula, Mauricio, Paula, Gustavo y
Oh, yeah, Gustavo is got 2. Okay, no
y
problem.
Edith.
And Edith, yes.
21.
Edith.
21 is good too. 21 means that 20 are gonna be leaving the course.
19
soon.
in the how do you say guillotina?
Yeah, I think so.
De
I
Purga.
think so. Yeah, la purga is coming. Este mes es de purga. Este mes vamos a sacar gente. Recuerden que
Month of
sí.
the Purga.
Remember that if you only turn in 2, you're out. Si entregan 2, están out. O sea que ya no entregaron hoy, les quedan 3. Y si por algún motivo les da dolor de cabeza o cólico y no lo hacen, ¡pum! I'm sorry, that's it. Okay, it's not my fault. But yeah. All right, so here we are. We're going to start with the foreigners. ¿A quién tenemos que sea foreigner? A Juan Pablo. Vámonos con Juan Pablo. El Juanpa, my friends. Hang on 1 second. I don't think I'm sharing the sound. 1 second, please. Share sound. All right. And caption. Good. Let's do it.
The topic for us to reflect on this week is decisions. The decisions we make in life are important and can have a significant impact on our future and on the people around us. Depending on what you decide, they can mark one direction or another in your life. Decision making is a skill that we can develop and learn from our experience to make better decisions in the future. At the end of the day, what matters is how we respond and adapt to the consequence of those choices. I think it's important before making any decision to do a little analysis to assess whether the decision you are going to make will lead you to achieve the goal you are looking for. Of course, things are not always going to turn out the way you planned them. In my case, I can tell you about 3 decisions that completely changed my life and of which I feel very proud of them. First, my temporary job in Texas. In 2015, I discovered that out there was a world full of job opportunities and life experience. Second, daily exercise and healthy eating. Since 2017, I lost 20 kilograms and currently feel very much stronger and with a lot of energy. My life has completely changed. Third, learning English. Since 2021, it's amazing what you can do when you know several languages. In short, don't be afraid to make your own decisions because only you are the master of your own destiny. And thanks to what you decide, you will be determining the path of your life.
Very nice. Very well-rounded, wonderful organization, great pronunciation. What do you have to say to Juanpa? ¿Qué le dicen al Juanpa?
It's a milestone for us.
I think it's a milestone for Juanpa and for us to have the pleasure and the privilege of listening to his wisdom, because we know that he's a very structured mind and a very disciplined person that we have learned to admire a lot, and who has taught us a lot, and it's great to have him. Just, you know, a person from a faraway culture who speaks our own language, who speaks Spanish, but who thinks so differently from the way that we do. And it's great to have him in the group because we learn so much from each other. So I thank him, and I think that this is a milestone for everybody, both for him and for us to have the pleasure.
How old is Juanpa?
No idea.
Maybe
I would say 18. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. Because
I have no idea.
I think he's maybe 40 or 38.
I think they're 40, 42,
41.
maybe 41, 42.
But he's a very mature person, and I love the way he thinks.
Exactly. Is his culture and is his mentality minus, because he's grateful the story that he always told us to tell us. So it's amazing. In this case, in this vignette, he told us their own experience in make decisions and in make choices in his life. So is a great vignette, and I feel we start with the right foot in this session. So congrats to Juanpa.
He say goodbye with a phrase that I like into. That he say, don't be afraid to make your own decisions, because only you are the master of your own destiny. I like that kind of phrase because it's the phrase for inspiration. That's it.
Stolen.
I stolen, exactly. I stole that phrase.
So great. Thank you very much, Juanpa. And we always admire and we always wait for your production, because it's marvelous and it's always teaching us something. It's refreshing. It's inspiring to us. So what you do now, pay attention to what you're going to do now. Cada uno. You're going to come here. You're going to come to download captions. Okay. You're going to come to download captions. Hopefully it's going to work. Let me check. It's not working. Why? Qué desgracia. No está funcionando.
But Juanpa put his script in the comments, Fab.
Okay, that works. If you have something like that, it works. If not, you can always download your script, but it's not working for whatever reason. I don't know why. You download it and then you can take a look at that. Download
The topics.
I don't know why it's not working. It's weird. I already contacted the people from Flip, but I don't know if they plan to solve the problem anytime now. So what you can do, okay, with your scripts, what you can do is take your scripts, like right here, Juan Pablo has them, right?
For us to reflect.
So you come here, he's got his scripts here. Okay, all right, topic of today, for example, let's imagine that this is Juan Pablo's presentation, okay? You have your script, and this is what you're gonna do with ChatGPT now. Give me a second, I'm gonna let Dante out. All right. So here's what you're going to do with ChatGPT now. You're going to come here, ChatGPT, right? Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're going to say, give me some positive feedback. Positive. What did I do here? Positive feedback on this presentation. Okay. Give me some positive feedback. Great job on your presentation. You presented a clear and concise introduction. This is artificial intelligence that is going to help you a lot. Okay. And effectively convey the importance of decision-making in our lives. You provide insightful thoughts on the impact of our decisions and how our choices can affect both ourselves and those around us. Your emphasis on the skill of decision-making being one that can be developed and learned was a great point, and you conveyed it in a way that was easy to understand. Overall, your presentation was well organized, thought-provoking, and left a positive impact on your audience. Okay? That can be one way of looking at it. Okay? And another way to look at it, how to improve, you ask for some critical feedback. Okay? You can ask for some positive feedback and also some critical feedback. While your presentation was clear and concise, it lacked depth and originality, obviously because we didn't paste the examples of his decisions.
The
Obviously.
first part.
Yeah, we only pasted the first part. So what you're gonna do is you paste your whole structure of the presentation. Okay. It lacked depth and originality. The topic of decision is a broad and complex one, but you only touched on the surface level of its importance and impact. It would have been more effective to provide specific examples, which you did, or case studies that demonstrate the impact of decisions on people's lives. Additionally, while you stated that the decision-making is a skill that can be developed, you did not provide any concrete strategies or tips for improving this skill. This also could be something that we could suggest to him. Your conclusion was also somewhat weak, as it did not leave a lasting impression, but this is not true, on the audience or provide any call to action. Overall, your presentation would have benefited from more depth, originality, and practical insights. Okay, I think it's only partially true because we only pasted the first part of the presentation, but this is what you can do with your own presentations. Okay.
Who is the way for us the suggestion to ChatGPT? Give me a critical feedback.
Positive and critical, and then maybe you can say, give me an example of an improved version of my presentation, of the above presentation, for example. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the importance of decision-making in our lives. Okay. For example. Okay, just an example. Obviously, this is an example only taking for reference, the introduction of Juanpa's video, but this is just to give you an example of what you can do. Okay. And this is how you can create layers of depth. Do you understand that? Como pueden crear capas cada vez más profundas de interacción con el mismo contenido tuyo y como que generar con ayuda del chat algo que sea mucho más interesante para ti y para los que te escuchan. ¿Sí? Simplemente una forma de autoestudio. O sea, que exploren esto. Critical, positive, give me an example of an improved version of my presentation, etc. Okay? And get creative. You can also think, give me quotes to introduce and to close my presentation. Quotes are citas. Dame citas para introducir, para finalizar. How could I organize this for more impact or for greater impact? ¿Cómo lo puedo organizar para hacerlo de mucho mayor impacto a mi audiencia? Y todo esto te educa. Y es simplemente lo que tú haces con el chat. Esto que está en este momento lo sugiero post. E incluso si ustedes pueden bajar el script, desgraciadamente no sé qué le pasó a Flip. O sea, hace unos días me viene fallando. Pero ahí puedes bajar el script, que me parece que también es auténticamente un insumo, porque, por ejemplo, yo sé que, por ejemplo, Eri no hace exactamente lo que él había escrito originalmente, sino que él trata de hacer un poco como de ad-libbing. Él lee un poco, pero también como que saca todo de sí, o hay veces que lo hace totalmente espontáneo, de tal manera que la planeación sí deja una ruta a seguir, pero también querríamos de pronto explorar, en el caso de Eri, explorar cómo lo dijo, preguntarle al chat cómo lo mejora, que solucione sus errores, como fix my mistakes. Si pudiéramos bajar el script, desgraciadamente pues no he podido desde la última sesión, pero sigan tratando. Yo igual ya puse como el requerimiento en Flip, y si lo pueden bajar, pues sensacional sería, porque ahí ustedes pueden incluso corregir los errores en tiempo real, ¿sí? Le dicen simplemente fix my mistakes, punto. Y también se pueden enterar de cómo lo dijeron en forma espontánea, igual partiendo de ese insumo, cómo organizarlo mejor. O sea, es todo una estructura de autoaprendizaje si ustedes en realidad lo ponen en marcha desde ese punto de vista. O sea, lo que venimos preparando hasta ahora mucho ha sido el pre. Hacemos la visualización que es el during, pero en realidad esto también se puede explotar mucho más si se le hace un post. ¿Ok? Ya saben todos cómo hacerlo, simplemente no lo voy a repetir, ahí les dejo la invitación y voy a preguntarles a algunos durante la semana qué encontraron o qué hallaron o qué aprendieron con el chat, porque me parece que es una herramienta ideal para lo que estamos intentando hacer. Y bueno, si se le ocurre algo adicional, pues nos están comentando, just saying. And I switched back to Spanish because I didn't want anything to get lost. No quería que se perdiera absolutamente nada porque me parece que es un punto, otro milestone en nuestra estructura de aprendizaje. Porque básicamente para eso estamos, para explorar cada vez diferentes modalidades, procesos, enfocar diferentes puntos de cada proceso, etc. So I think that it's time. I think that now you're ready to start to explore more fully the post-production of your vignettes with the help of ChatGPT. Are we cool? ¿Todo bien? O okay. Carolina says cool, so for me, that's enough. I trust Caro. In Caro, I trust. And now let's go with our arch-hierophant, nuestro archihierofante de tanto tiempo, nuestro Eric que nunca nos abandona.
Good afternoon, guys. I would like to tell about the topic for this week, make decision. And I was thinking about it, my current job situation. It is alarming because when you don't have a stable income, and so, for example, when I returned from Chocó, they offered me the same job that I had before I leave, which was to take the children to the college in Lorica. And it was difficult to say no. And when it's a job opportunity, it's more difficult to say no. And I thought about it better, and I decided to not continue with the transport of the children because it's not a well-paid job. And when I return to my activities as a geologist, I don't want to leave the children abandoned, looking for someone who can take to the school again. So this time I choose the option of working as an Uber, transporting people on a destination. What led me to think that doing that I can spend more time with the family and I don't have the need to be away from home all day. I believe that I made a good decision because I have more time to study my English lesson and the new schedules. And guys, it should be noted this work is temporary while I return to my profession as a geology. That's it. Thanks for listening and see you tomorrow. Good afternoon, guys.
I appreciate the fact that Eddie is right now putting into action what we learned from last week's vignette, that you have to learn to say no in order to find or to improve your chances of getting closer to what is essential. I know that the key of success for a lot of people is saying no. And we have to say sometimes no to money. And sometimes we need to say no to money that we need. But that's something that I admire, that Eddie is sharing right now, and that I admire when people can have the clarity of mind to make that difficult decision, that difficult choice, if they can. Obviously, if you're forced, I mean, like you have a family that you have to feed, obviously you have to do whatever you can today to put bread on the table. It's that simple. To bring a piece of food to the table is essential. Once again, bringing us back to what is essential. It's essential that you feed your family. But if you know that you have the choice to say no, even though you would prefer to say yes, but you know that saying yes puts at risk the decision of investing your time and your energy in what is really essential, well, that's a point of debate. But okay, great. That's what I have to say. What Eddie said today took me back to the decision-making process in order to retain the essential in your life, not let it go, not lose it, not risk it, but more like care for it, care for the essential. That was a beautiful message, and especially because it was impregnated with feeling his life, his experiences. So I thank Eddie for opening again his private life to us and sharing. Anybody else who wants to say anything to Eddie?
Well, that's right. I just want to say that Eddie did a good video showing us his life and how difficult it is trying to make some different decision. For example, in this time, he has to deal with this issue that where he has to he has to make one decision, even though taking in account that maybe he needs the money, or he needs that job. But yeah, the most important thing here is her family, her love, and spend time with their son, their daughter, their family. So yeah, I think that is a very good example, or a very good real I don't know, real vivencias. I don't know, how can I say that?
Experiences?
Experiences, yeah, experiences that sometimes allows us to see the world with different point of view. So yeah, congratulations for make that kind of decision, because I know that it's not an easy decision for you.
Yeah, exactly, Alex. Thanks for your kind words. I like I said in the video. For example, when I don't have an stable incomes, it's difficult when you have a new opportunity to job, because you have to take a decision if I can rentable or if I can get rid of that decision. But for me, I was thinking about it, that I took the decision to continue with the transport, but not with the children's, because it's not a well-paying job. In this time, in this opportunity, I decided to work as an Uber, working transporting people, and is more paid in this case. It's better paid job than the before job, that the transporting children to the school. But other thing that I like is I can spend more time with my family, and I don't have the need to be away from home all day. I can stay near to my home, and I can spend more time with my son. Sometimes I can take to the school, or maybe I can bring to there. But for me, in this moment, this decision is a privilege, because I am in my home, enjoying my family, and that's it.
That's amazing. And you remember that you can also be a bilingual Uber.
Excuse me, a question. What is stilking a lead? What is? I don't know.
Sorry, Dianita. Thinking what?
Stilking, more or less, I don't know. Stilking I'll eat. What is? Or I understand. I don't understand.
Can you write the sentence in the chat, please?
Please.
Maybe that's what she heard, but I don't know. I could imagine a couple of things. At least is what she said at the end, maybe. At least.
Thinking, she say that thinking about it, something. I don't know.
I want to say something about the
one. I have a closed caption in the Zoom, and traduction is stilking all it. I don't know, because for ask it.
Is it at
one moment?
Is it in the
thinking
video?
about it?
Thinking on it?
Thinking about it, or
Is
thinking
it,
on
is it on the video?
More or less, I don't know.
You don't know? So where did you hear that?
Still,
was
I
that on
don't
the
know.
video?
I don't recognize that word.
Was not here in the
De
video.
pronto se equivocó, o de pronto it don't recognize the word, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Excuse me.
No, don't worry.
Don't worry, Dianita.
I had to go out a bit, but I don't watch the vignette from Edward at the time with you. I just watched the video afterward, and I just can't.
No, it's in the commentaries in live right now. Cuando está hablando el del video. Entonces, ahí, o sea, como les digo, yo tengo ahí como para anotar palabras, digamos, pero se me hizo raro.
For example,
no
when I
conozco.
But it's here in the comments.
Sí,
Where?
bueno, ok.
Where?
Okay, no problem, don't worry.
But where is it? ¿Dónde está? The decision was very important.
No, o sea, cuando estamos hablando aquí mismo en el Zoom.
Ya.
Como comentando sus experiencias, pues. Entonces escuché Still King Only, algo así. Still Only, es que no
probably
reconoció.
Probably I say thinking on it. Pensando en eso.
Sí.
Something like that.
Tal vez sí, de pronto sí. Porque me pasó, en mi billete me pasó algo así con un par de palabras. Entonces puede ser que no lo haya reconocido el closed caption.
Yeah, it's probable. Okay, so Juanca was saying that you could.
Yeah, I return. So I would like to say that everybody is so bright with this comment. Everyone has had hard times, and in this case, the decision in this season, in this time in his life is courage, is brave, and I want to say that is a hard vignette, sincere, humble, and in this case, just say that is a temporal. Everything is for win. Everything is for win. Is for make a new experience, new goals, and also the I don't remember what is the expression. But in this case, they made the decision about the leave, about the child transport or the school transport is for make choices of quality time in his family and his preparation, his preparation, and it's a good decision also. So congratulations, Edward. Is a real vignette. It's normal in social media or in this time you reveal a ideal life, and it's not normal to receive of the friends or the colleagues this real expression in his life. So congratulations, Edward.
Thank you for your feedback, Juanca.
Hi, Edward. I'm sure that good things come. There are difficult moments, but everything happens for reasons. Just wait and new things will come for you. I'm sure about that. In this moment, only enjoy your family is, I believe, is the major income that you have next to you.
It's the real gift.
For sure, Merce. Thank you for your words, your lovely words. It's true that you say.
All right, thank you very much for sharing. Let's get back to the next vignette, and we have Diana who's here. Diana, you're here, right?
Yes, I am here.
All right, you're next.
Hi guys, this is my vignette about of decisions. Your decision would be taken away to great heights if taken correctly. Try harder to be wise, be thorough, and analyze the consequence that would occur and where it is favorable. Just realize that the future depends on it. In my case, an important decision I made was to become independent as a nurse. I worked for 7 years in companies, and there was no economic stability. Besides, I have a stiff shift, excuse me. At the beginning, I worked alone, and yet as I was marketing for the Facebook, for the flips. Then the people started to ask for the nurse service, and I could call others nurse for work. This is how the nurse service company started. Top flyers, a Facebook page, and cards. Today we have a team of nurses. We maintain a good stability and organize in my schedules to job, for to be with my family, and thanks Lord, I would practice English with you. And this is my vignette, my experience with the decisions. Bye.
Right.
Hi.
So, Dianita, how long are you taking in preparing your vignettes? ¿Cuánto tiempo te tarda preparar una viñeta?
More or less 1 hour, hours, more or less. Pero lo que yo decía ahorita, digamos, encontré 2 palabras que es taken away, y bueno, esa sí me la leyó bien, los subtítulos, y otra era stripe, es que no supe cómo pronunciarla, y que la vi, creo que en uno de los comentarios de aquí, que stripe harder, ¿será? Que es como llevar a unas alturas, a unas mejores alturas, algo así. Pero no me lo reconoció la parte de los subtítulos. Y trato pues de fluir, pero pues sí, claro, todavía me falta un poco, pero pues creo que ahí voy,
Diana,
a pesar de todo.
Diana, me gustaría sugerirte que chicos o chicos, no es guys como se escribe, sino guys. Creo que la pronunciación es solo guys, como con A.
Ok, listo, guys, ok. Perfect, thank you for your words.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that, Dianita, maybe what we need to work more on is pronunciation. Yo creo que es el principal trabajo que hay que hacer, un poco más de pronunciación, o sea, un poco más de two phonetics y de lingo stand o flip o cualquiera de las formas que haya, más de ese estudio, profundizar más en eso, porque es donde vamos a ver en realidad un cambio rápido, que es lo que queremos, ¿no?
Correcto, sí señor, listo.
Y todo lo demás. Yo creo que si en este momento se está tomando 1 hora, yo digo que para esta próxima viñeta, que la postearé mañana, te dediques a esto 1 hora y media, medida. O sea, que tú ya esa media hora sea de pronunciación, como tratando de publicar cada vez más cositas. Porque sí, siempre has dicho GUIs y de pronto nunca ha sido como el momento de hacer el comentario, pero hoy decido así como embarcar en eso contigo, como que vamos a prestar bastante atención a esa pronunciación porque hay que pulirla para que suene mucho mejor. Ya va siendo hora de que hagamos como ese pequeño contrato aquí, como de mirar bien esa pronunciación, y es cuestión de tiempo, es cuestión de uno dedicarle pues a la viñeta como la atención adecuada, mirar bien cómo se lee. Cuando te encuentres algo que sea muy raro o que no sepas descifrar, para eso está el grupo. Hey muchachos, tengo esto en tu
bueno,
phonetics,
listo, Tish.
¿qué se hace con esto? No entiendo esto aquí cómo se leería o cómo pego acá, dónde lo pego, etcétera. Para que vayas tomando como más conciencia de eso y que cada vez suenen tus viñetas mejor, porque eso es lo importante. El ejemplo ahí o el detonante es Luis Alberto, que nos dice lo que nunca te habíamos dicho, y es que tú dices GUIs, pero ya de en adelante ya
Ok, perfecto.
guys, ¿cierto? Y es eso,
Ok,
es
listo, sí, perfecto.
pero
Pero
súper bien.
entonces, ¿la pronunciación no ha mejorado mucho, realmente?
La pronunciación puede mejorar bastante. Eso es para ser bien honestos, pero yo creo que no es sino cuestión de dedicarle más atención a eso. No es tanto como que mejore la pronunciación en términos generales, sino en particular alrededor de tu viñeta, que pueda ser mucho más mejor o más clara la pronunciación. Entonces yo creo que vale la pena hacer esa pequeña inversión de tiempo extra. Yo diría media hora extra y préstale bastante atención. O si tienes Lingostan, bien. Si no, hazlo con el mismo Flip. Ya sabes cómo hacerlo en Flip. Muy sencillo. Tú tienes tu...
No mucho. Sí, es que bueno, por ejemplo, el GPT no lo he podido, entonces estoy a la antigüita
El
con...
GPT hay que domarlo. Es un caballo, hay que domarlo.
Sí, la verdad, no he podido ni siquiera ingresar porque me manda a otros lados. Bueno, eso hacía un cuento, pero entonces estoy
Entonces tienes que intentarlo.
con el
Tienes que
DeepL.
intentarlo. Tienes que intentarlo, tienes que buscar con alguien que te ayude aquí en el grupo, conmigo mismo. La idea es si las herramientas no se utilizan, no vamos a ver un progreso óptimo, definitivamente.
Perfecto, listo, sí, señor.
Por ejemplo, veamos a ver, digamos que yo me voy a traer el de Juan Pablo, ¿cierto? Este pedazo de acá.
The
Me traigo
topic
esto de aquí
for
en
us
Juan
to
Pablo.
reflect on this week.
Listo. Mi flip se ve así, tiene aquí un montón de grupos, ¿sí? Tú puedes abrir un nuevo grupo, cualquiera le puedes dar su nombre. Sencillo. Esas opciones aquí que te da de inicio para abrir tu grupo no importan, eso es cualquiera. Le das el nombre de tu grupo, por ejemplo, Dianitas Vignettes. ¿Listo? Ya, mira, le das el nombre, ya eso es todo. Grupo, que está acá. Abres Flip en tu computador. Grupo, ya lo tenés. Continue, create, sorry. Ya, eso es todo, se acabó. No hay más. Ya ahí está, ese es tu grupo. Ahora, ya lo que sigue cuando tienes tu grupo es que le des a esto un tópico. Digamos, por ejemplo, este viñeta puede ser incluso por fecha, digamos el día, hoy es que hoy es 7/6. Digamos que esta es mi viñeta de hoy. Hoy es 3/6. 3/6/2023. Mire, por falta de un título. Este es el título de tu viñeta. Y le das aquí Add Description. Adicionar descripción. Pegas ahí tu texto. Si está demasiado largo, porque no puede pasar de 1000 caracteres. Si está de más de 1000 caracteres, pues entonces haces versión 1, versión 2, versión las que sean. ¿Listo? Y ya, tú terminas ahí con Create Topic. Cuando tú vienes a tus viñetas, encuentras aquí, pues, con lo que abre automáticamente y con la que acabas de crear. Abres esa. Aquí está tu texto. Y le das aquí lector inmersivo. Esto queda grabado, Dianita, o sea que lo puede volver a ver. Aquí está tu viñeta y aquí la escuchas. Voz femenina, velocidad, palabra por
March
palabra.
6th, 2023, 1. The topic for us to reflect on this week is decisions. The decisions we make in life are important and can have a significant impact on our future and on the people around us. Depending on what you decide, they can mark one direction or another in your life.
Y cada palabra te la pronuncia.
Life. Decisions.
Entonces eso es para utilizarlo, Dianita. Y para utilizarlo es dedicarle el tiempo, básicamente. Dedicarle el tiempo, eso es todo. Le dedicas su tiempo. Yo diría que esa media hora extra que le vayas a dedicar a esto sea tratando de enterarte de cuál es ese ritmo, de dónde se unen las palabras, de cómo suena todo junto. Y ya, sencillamente llévalo como a tema de estudio. Si tienes Flip, bien. Si tienes Lingostan, excelente. El que sea. Y trabaja con tu phonetics. Y si algo te da dificultad, pues para eso está el grupo. Y el ChatGPT hay que domarlo, Dianita. O sea, cada vez lo vamos a utilizar más. Cada vez le voy a dar más tareas al ChatGPT. Ya tenemos la tarea de que le den a de que ustedes obtengan post vignette realimentación, que es urgentísima para seguir progresando. Si no, nos vamos a quedar estancados. Si no, no vamos a hacer óptimo progreso en nuestro curso. Y recuerden que este es un curso muy diferente a los demás porque aquí utilizamos herramientas tecnológicas para hacer trampa. Si no la utilizamos, pues entonces volvemos a lo de antes, ¿sí? Al cursito normal de la escuela, de la Academia Marina, ¿sí? O la Academia Margot o la que sea. Entonces es aquí donde se pone ya esto a jugar en pleno. Simplemente vayan a Chat OpenAI, ¿sí? Chat OpenAI y abran su usuario. Ya antes se mantenía muy pegado porque pegó un pico grande y ya pues como que la gente perdió el furor, ¿sí? Igual esto seguirá siendo vigente, esto ya es, el futuro es ya, esto es, ¿sí? Y solamente va a evolucionar. Pero ya no hay tanto furor como antes, entonces ya entra más fácil. Ya no se queda tan pegado pensando. Abran el usuario y empiecen a utilizarlo. O sea, no pueden renunciar a esto porque esto es lo que utilizamos, muchachos. Y si lo estamos utilizando acá es porque para mí es lo que es auténticamente lo mejor. Volvemos nuevamente a la lección anterior, que es lo esencial. Esto es lo esencial para lo que estamos haciendo nosotros. Si ustedes renuncian a eso y quieren volver a los tiempos de los gladiadores y que le arranquen el pellejo en la arena, ya eso es decisión de cada uno, ¿cierto? Pero yo creo que esto es definitivamente urgente. Si no lo tienen, están perdiendo, definitivamente. Esto se utiliza, utilicen el flip o el lingo stand. Si no tienen para pagar el lingo stand, tiene otras herramientas, pero no me interesa. Me interesa es que trabajen sobre el acento. Flip funciona, trabajen con two phonetics. Ya, no lo posterguen. Importantísimo. Porque el progreso en este proyecto depende de esto y lo que usted va a recibir al corto plazo, mediano o largo plazo es con base en lo que usted invierta acá. ¿Sí? Entonces, para todos. Chat, two phonetics, and flip o lingo stand, el que más le funcione. No me interesa que tengan lingo stand o flip, es lo mismo, siempre y cuando hagan el trabajo. ¿Ok? He dicho. Right? And thank you very much, Dianita. Utilizamos la oportunidad para hacer como ese énfasis, pero es porque yo creo que a todos nos debe quedar eso muy claro, no únicamente a Dianita. A todos nos debe quedar claro que podemos mejorar mucho y que estas son las herramientas y hay que utilizarlas cada viñeta. Si usted se está demorando 2 horas, pues si puede demorar 3, genial, pero haga un trabajo así más dedicado. Y recuerden que ya viene también el trabajo post viñeta, que es donde usted con el chat trata de intercambiar notas para encontrar la mejor manera. Recuerden que las viñetas, ya lo ha dicho Eri varias veces, y tómenlo de sus pares. Eri ha dicho varias veces, este es el trabajo, muchachos. Este es el trabajo. Por eso es únicamente 1 a la semana y es obligatorio, ¿cierto? Porque en realidad es lo que nos va a dar la capacidad de comunicarnos. Yo sé que los que ya han traído el inglés a una tela, a un escenario práctico, es decir, por ejemplo, Eri, que le ha tocado ya con sus compañeros de trabajo en la mina, Merce, que ya estuvo allá visitando a su hijo en Estados Unidos, etcétera. Cuando ustedes lo traen ya al plano de lo práctico, ustedes se dan cuenta que esto no es simplemente un ejercicio académico. Sí, esto es básicamente una habilidad para la vida. Y hay que hacerlo así, o sea, tenemos que hacer que este tiempo para nosotros valga como lo esencial. Por eso la lección de la semana pasada es importantísima, ese libro es importantísimo, lo esencial. O sea, no se trata de estudiar como una vaca ni como un caballo, se trata es de hacer lo esencial, eso es. O sea, no le busquen más pelos al asunto, no hay más. Todavía hay gente que sigue insistiendo, ay, profe, ¿cómo amplío mi vocabulario? ChatGPT, donde esté sentado, hábleme de qué está viendo, de qué está tomando, con quién está hablando, ChatGPT. Pídale diferentes versiones y se va a dar cuenta que le cuenta la historia de varias maneras. Usted, uy, no sabía que le podía decir así. Excelente, eso es vocabulario, ¿qué más quieren? Gramática, ChatGPT. ¿Cómo diría yo esto en inglés? Ah, vea, gramática individualizada micrométricamente. ¿Qué quiere usted? ¿Quiere reglas para qué? Para entretenerse. No, necesitamos esfuerzos que sean esenciales y que den para ustedes, básicamente que les construyan atributos para la vida, para su comunicación. De lo contrario, es un hobby. Ya les he dicho varias veces que esto potencialmente se convierte en un hobby para todos. ¿Sí? Y ahí perdonan pues como el cantaletazo tipo sermón, tipo púlpito de iglesia, pero hay que escucharlo porque no nos podemos desviar. ¿Sí? Al que se le vaya perdiendo el hilo, este es el hilo, no hay más. Todo lo demás es muy interesante y todo, pero esto es el gran fogueo. La clase de improvisación es otro gran fogueo porque no hay script, pero aquí donde sí hay script se prepara. Aquí donde uno coge los minerales, ¿sí? Ese calcio y ese hierro de la leche viene acá, aquí donde está. Ya después, cuando usted está en impro, todo eso sale. ¿Listo? Además de que ya tenemos la lectura de los scripts los viernes, que parece que está pegando, a la gente le ha gustado. En esos scripts también hay una mezcla de lo que es la lectura y la improvisación. O sea que ahí empezamos a ver bastante trabajo ya con la improvisación ya. Entonces, atentos con todas estas herramientas. Definitivamente lo que es esencial hay que cuidarlo. El resto, pues, será el resto. All right, so continuing. Thank you very much, Dianita, again, and thank you for tolerating my tirade. Gracias por tolerar mi cantaletazo. Going back, let's listen to Alba.
Hello guys. Hi teacher Fabian. This week topics is decision making. I think the most difficult decision I had to make was 4 years ago, was letting my son go to study in the United States when he was only 15 years old. At that moment, I just thought he was a boy. And I felt nervous. Inside, I cried many times. I knew it was his dream. I couldn't clip his wing. He wanna play basketball and study there. Now I think things were very seriously. Trip to Bogota because the coach would be at a camp that weekend. When the coach made me the offer, he didn't think I would say yes immediately because he is my only son and he has always been with me. The papers were given very quickly, in less 15 days, and he was already there in their new work. I went and I took him to his new home. I come back to Colombia with a broken heart. I remember in that moment I feel very sad. I remember that in that moment when my English wasn't enough to say thank you, no comment it to his new family. I honestly knew that I had to do something with my English. I started, but I was not persistent. Stop, continuous, stop, continuous. One day I saw Professor Fabian on Instagram, and the next day I contacted to him and the two guys. I can tell you that I feel delighted. After 4 years, I come back, and everything is different. My son was the most surprised. He didn't know that during this time, I had been preparing my English. I was able to talk to most of the people who saw me in 2019. I know there are some things to improve, a lot of things to improve.
Is that the only one?
Ahí se cortó.
Ahí
Sí,
ya no hay más.
teacher.
Ese fue el único.
No, sí.
Merce, this is beautiful. This is what I want. This is what I always want. Muchos me hacen la pregunta de, denos un ejemplo. Me preguntan por ahí, dame un ejemplo. ¿Qué hago en esta viñeta? No entiendo. Yo creo que el ejemplo lo tienen que hallar ustedes. Simple. Decisions. Okay, we're going to talk about decisions. What decisions have I made in life that are important? It's a beautiful thing that you share with us, Merce. is very touching. Es muy conmovedor that you take us through it in such a short presentation. You take us through a roller coaster. I didn't know that you had let your kid go to America when he was 15. And I could feel right now with you the despair, el horror de dejar al hijo que todavía, siendo un hijo único y tan pequeño, y no poder decirle a la familia nada al respecto, o sea, no tener comentarios. Me llevaste a ese momento de despair, de desconcierto, de desconsuelo, de horror. Yo le diría, es un horror. And it felt that way. And then to know that you just never gave up. Nunca te diste por vencida. Y que mírate ahora, eres un ejemplo. Ahora que Merce nos ha traído a una compañera al curso básico, ¿sí? En el curso básico tenemos una compañera que es recomendada por Merce, y la compañera dice, es que Merce me inspiró porque, o sea, el cambio que ella dio fue increíble. Yo quiero eso. Porque la compañera que nos recomendó Merce está en una situación similar. La hija vive en Estados Unidos, está casada en Estados Unidos, y entonces ella va y visita, y ella se llama Marta, va y visita y dice, es increíble, o sea, ni un perro se siente así, porque yo miro por la ventana para no mirar a nadie porque me da pena que me vayan a hablar, porque ¿qué digo? Nada, cero. Y esa es la gente que en realidad aprecia este proceso cuando se dan cuenta que si le invierten, y Marta está invirtiéndole muy bien, Merce, porque ella te tiene como ejemplo. Yo quiero nada más puntualizar que el ejemplo que nos da Merce en este momento habla volúmenes. It speaks volumes to us. And it's very valuable. And I value a lot, really, more than I can say in words, your work and your company in this course. And I thank you very much for sharing this, that you gave us this vignette is what I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to see, and this is beautiful. And I know how it feels now because you told me. You told me in such a way that it was impossible not to understand. So I thank you very much for your honesty, for opening the privacy of your feelings to us, because it's inspiring. So thank you.
Thank you, Bishop.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Fabian. My admire for this girl, because yeah, she's working so hard in your goals, and I consider that she's getting his results, and yeah, I put myself in your shows for a moment, and I can imagine how difficult was that, or how difficult that decision was. And yeah, it's but yeah, sometimes we need to make that kind of decision, and I'm sure that you made the right decision for him and for you, and you have to be prized of your decision and your son. My admire for you, and congratulations for show us this history of this experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander.
Mercedes' decision is exemplary because she told us that she made the first intention to visit her son in the United States, but when she went to the United, she feel a little bit frustrated because she didn't understand anything that the people who were helping her son that she tried to say to her. but she decided to come back. She decided to return to set your goals and learn English and improve your English and come back to the United States. And this time she accomplished to communicate with the people who the people surround her son. And this time it was amazing for her. And I remember the last year when Mercedes in one of your vignettes and told us that she were going to the United States when your son, and she speak in public with him, and it's amazing that she returned triumphant that adventure. And I admire you, Mercedes. Congratulations.
Thank you, Edward. It's a good experience. I believe all the things happen if you want to do that. And I continue with my English, and I have a big challenge. It's my German. Yeah, sometimes I receive classes about that. But little a little, step by step, because it's nice when you can spread your idea. And my brother have some business in Stuttgart, and one day I hope go there and speak German with them.
And you will.
Amazing.
We always need someone like Merce to inspire our decisions, or to inspire our goals, because she's really a disciplined, amazing and resilient people. That is important for our process. Come with you, Merce. So congrats. It's a good return, and I'm glad to take with you here.
Thank you, Juanca.
All right, thank you very much for sharing again. This is what I want. When I post a vignette that seems to be too deep, it's not really that deep, it's just personal maybe. And you take the chance to be honest, take risks in life. The invitation here has always been one: feel in English. Feel in English, and make us feel in English too. Okay, that's what we need. That's all we need. So great. Thank you very much for inspiring us again, Mercy. And let's go on to Juanca.
Hey folks, today I want to share you guys something I've been thinking about lately. Making good choices, decisions. As a 45-year-old, I've had my fair share of ups and downs, pros and cons, but I'm proud to say that I've been on a path of self-improvement for the past 3 years. Before that, I must say, intelligent and immersing myself in the English language more than a language, as a lifestyle and culture, and that has been a game changer for me. Now, let's be real for a bit. And I'm being totally honest with myself. Really? It's a tough question, but we all have to ask ourselves from time to time. I freely admit that I'm a bit distracted and messy at times, and that I'm not very good at talking to strangers, but I'm honest and reliable, and I'm always looking to improve. Moreover, I have great vision, intellect, and fluency in any subject, and I have found, at least in the topic of English immersions, improved theater, and so on, reason to feel free and capable. often being surprised by my reach in small achievements. So, when I'm going down this path, really? Well, it's simple. I want to be the best version of myself as I can. And the next week, try to do better. That means setting small goals in terms of mental health with some meditation, positive reading, and growing closer to my relationship with God. Developing my social skills by looking for places to engage with others. The gym has helped me with that and immerse myself in the English language, enjoying myself with you guys, even if sometimes stumble over those annoying idioms. Finally, let's not forget the power of humor. Sometimes life can be roller coaster, but always finding the humor in everything is what helps me to keep my head up and stay positive. It's all. Thanks for listening and see. Hey, folks.
All right. Again, like everything, Juan Carlos, very, very peppy. Peppy is powerful, power infusing.
In this video, Juan Carlos is comfortable with all the things that he talked with us. And I enjoy when Juan Carlos speak because he introduced new vocabulary and it's amazing that. And I hope every time when I listen Juan Carlos, okay, it's my next.
Learn something new.
Yes, it's nice.
Juanca always leave me astonished with your wide vocabulary and the way that he structured each of his vignettes. I want to steal one of the phrases that I wrote down. One of the phrases that is the let's not forget that the power of humor can be a roller coaster, but we always find humor in the everything that help us to keep our head ups and to be positive. I like that phrase. I interpret, I translate that kind of phrase like he say that he always have to keep cheerful and positive attitude in front of the adversities. Yeah, I like that phrase, Juan. I stole that phrase, bro.
Thank you for your words, colleagues. It's for us. The idea is, in this case, the humor. The humor is the way that you can.
Juanca, put your microphone closer to your mouth.
Okay. Again. I said you that the humor is the way for try to overcoming the situation, any situation, for achieve our goals or for get over or get ahead the strong situation. And the message is that, and I'm glad that in this case Edward catch the message with this vignette. So just thank you for my colleagues.
Yeah, I think that
teacher.
Yes, go ahead.
I added Juanca, I like your vignette because Juanca speak with enormous motivation, an enormous attitude, positive aptitude, and Juanca use connect different words or different vocabulary that understanding the better form your vignette and he said, I like my favorite part of the your vignette is when he says uh, he used I don't remember, he used a meditation for the attitude positive.
Thank you, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. Always Juan Carlos's vignette is a moment of reflection and learning. He makes us think about many things that we hadn't considered until we listen to him, so it's great. And yeah, I agree with Eddie. Humor is a great part of our lives. I think I heard a comic, a famous comic that maybe you know. I think, not sure if it's Chris Rock. Chris Rock, the guy, the Will Smith smacking the face. I don't know if he said it. I'm confused right now, but I know that somebody said once that they never repaired anything in the house. If something breaks, if this breaks, if that thing's broken, they would never repair it because it's an opportunity for humor. And that's just a very stupid example about something that normally happens in life. There's always something that is broken in life, something that is not working. Yeah, for example, it takes me back to Eddie's situation. Eddie right now is sharing with his family, but he doesn't have a stable income. So something in his life right now is out of place, is missing, is broken. That's comic. Obviously, that's not comical right now for him. But maybe in a couple of years, he's going to laugh. And I think that it was Shakespeare who said, life is a tragic comedy. It's tragedy today for us. And in the future, we laugh about it, but the same tragedy. So I think that it's healthy to always find the comical part of things that we hate. You know, like you can hate anything. Una llanta pinchada en la mañana, flat tire when you're late. You hate it. Who loves that? Nobody. But how about if you find what is funny about this? Porque puede ser chistoso. Right? I don't know. Just saying. Good job, Juanca. You inspired us to talk.
Thank you. Bye.
Go back to the pool. And in the pool, we have Pau's not here. So I'm going to skip her for now. I'm going to come back.
Mexican girl, Fab.
Mexican girl. Don't be, that's racist. That's racist. Mexican girl. Edith. We have Edith. Do we have just Edith, right? We only have one Mexican today. All right, let's go with Edith.
Season 1 and season 2.
Season 1.
Hi, Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Well, tell us about one of the decisions you made at the beginning of this year. Well, I made the decision to improve my diet and resume my daily exercise routine because I want to lead a healthier and less sedentary life. Okay, are you being totally honest with yourself? Really? The truth is that I feel afraid when I realize my age because I saw my father develop diabetes at the same age as me. So additionally, I have a young daughter. She is 7 years old, and I'm afraid of getting sick with the same disease and having her face this illness with me, you know? Yeah, what is driving your decisions? Well, I want to have a healthier and stronger body, you know? Really? Okay, the truth is that I feel insecure about how my body looks now. After becoming a mother, I don't think I can recover my figure, and I'm afraid my husband will notice someone else, you know? Okay, I got it. So, why did you say yes or no to this opportunity? Well, I say yes because I want to be healthy and reach a more mature age with fewer health problems. I told you. Really? Okay, the truth is that I see all the health problems my father currently has, in addition to the economic and family problems that have developed by trying to take care of him and support him in his illness. I would like to try to avoid these future situations for my daughter and my husband, you know? That's was funny. Well, guys, since I was young, I realized that I like to train hard. I like seeing how my body transformed, and for a long time, I kept myself fit and healthy. But once you reach that age of maturity, you realize that when you decide to be a mother, your body needs to be healthy to create another healthy body. So, and that after being a mother, your body is no longer the same, and that's okay. You also realize how important it is to be healthy to help others. For example, if you want to buy donating blood, you realize that you must be well for yourself first and then take care of others. Hey Nancy, well, tell us.
Right, this is very astute and very nice. I want to see season 2 already. Give me just a second. Take you back to season 2 of Edith.
And guys, it's not that I'm lying my responses. Not at all. I'm just reflecting, and I realize that there are no small or simple decisions. There are always many things that influence us, and we carry them intrinsically, and it's not easy to recognize them, let alone show them to others, you know? And guys,
Amazing, right? Really?
I feel when she said, really, really, when you take when you take the angel in your right hand and in the little demon in your left hand and try to make the decision. So I try to make the symbol, and I enjoy this vignette because it was a good example, a good metaphoric example about what is the decision in your lives. And she has a good English, she has a good message. She always enrich or give us a good experience for
She does.
her life.
She does. She's very entertaining. You're right. Every vignette by this girl is loaded with possibilities. And she always manages to surprise and to leave an image. And it's really good work. I mean, she really thinks about this and she plans it out very well, including the language. Amazing show of language performance. And obviously the situation was clearly for everybody's benefit. I mean, seeing Edith, interviewing Edith was amazing, entertaining, informative, and refreshing. I loved it. I truly did. I think I'm impressed. I'm sure I'm impressed. I am absolutely impressed.
Sure, and guys, I like the video because my classmates, I like the interview when she focused the camera in the interview And the message is very important because she speaks about the care of health. It's some, it's the most important in our life because because um, when try the follow step by step different recommendation the our doctors and I don't know nutrition is the best is the best by our body. It's
I
a
think
good
you're right. And I say it about me. I think it's a very responsible way of thinking about health. It's not just health because of you. It's not just health because of the way you look. It's because if you're healthy, you can be with the people you love and you can help them. When you're sick, you can't help anybody. If I'm sick, I can't teach. If I'm sick, I cannot play with my children. So I need to stay healthy so I don't get sick, so I can be available, so I can play, so I can teach, so I can help. I think it's a very interesting message that she leaves. Stay healthy so you can see your family grow. I have an 8-year-old. My daughter is 8. I want to be healthy when she turns 15, 18, 20, 21, 25. I want to be a dad that is going to be there to have fun with. I don't want to be a dad that she needs to guess whether I'm going to come or not. I want to stay healthy. And I know that it's a gamble. I know that we can get dealt an unlucky hand in life sometimes. I know that it's not completely up to us to be healthy. I understand that. But I think that if we can make that choice, I think that the choice needs to be made because you need to be a responsible adult. Okay, if it's up to you. For example, my mom died of cancer when she was 48. She was very young. And she died of cancer when she was 48. That was devastating because it was like this. It was breast cancer. And obviously, that was not what was supposed to happen because she was healthy. She always exercised. She was a great mom, by the way. Sometimes you get that in life. But I think that we need to be responsible. That's all I'm saying. You need to be responsible. You need to exercise. You need to eat better. You need to sleep. And it's because if you care, if you love, you want to do it because you want to be strong. Okay? I want to love my daughter for a long, long time. I'm in love with her. And so the responsible thing to do if I want to love her well is to run, to do chin-ups, to do push-ups, to eat less spaghetti and less empanada and eat more salad and tuna and salmon, stuff like that. And sleep, very important. Thank you, Edith, for that message.
She tells us that she wants to have healthier diet in her food because she has the reference of the diabetes in her family. And that's why she took the decision to take care of the diet and exercise routine to have a strong and healthy body. And a part of the message. I want to stall the part of the interview that it was funny and original. I admire the Iris vignettes because I
Very
think that
creative.
she's very organized
And very creative.
and
She
organized.
has the time and she's
Totally.
very creative.
Totally.
She's masterful, and I'm thankful for having her because she pushes us to do better each time. All right, excellent vignette. Let's go on with Ana Maria Vega. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey there. Making decisions can be tough sometimes, especially when we know that every action we take have a reaction or a consequence. It can be scary to think about what might happen, and sometimes we might feel like avoiding certain situations altogether. Personally, I was always fearful of meeting new people and trying new experiences. I would often decline invitations to hang out and would keep to myself, thinking that it was better to stick to what I knew. So I wonder, why am I avoiding these kind of situations really? Then I realized that I was missing out on so much. I started saying yes to invitations. Since removed this mental barrier, my lazy and procrastination, I have had amazing plans. I have connected with wonderful people. And actually, I have so many exciting plans for the future, including my upcoming travel in May to England to visit my brother, and of course to explore new cultures, meet new people, and try new things. It is still a few months away, but I am ready, so excited for what's to come. I know that traveling won't be easy. Well, I travel with my parents and they don't speak English. But there will be challenges along the way. But I am determined to push myself out of my comfort zone and make the most of this opportunity. I'm ready to embrace my new experience, meet new people, and of course, learn more about the world around me. So finally, if you are ever feeling stuck or unsure about making decision, just remember that taking that first step can lead to incredible things. Who knows what adventure and opportunities are waiting for you or for me. Just take a deep breath, as the video mentioned, trust your gut and go for it. Thank you for listening.
Very, very clear, very well planned, very well executed. Wonderful display of comfort around new words and phrases. And it sounded so on point. Okay. You notice that she was reading, but she was not just reading like a dead fish. No estaba leyendo como un pescado muerto.
Exactly.
She was really making us feel excited.
Anita showed us the way that we need to pronounce to make the intonation and everything of the we saw on the Saturday's class. So it's completely enjoyable this experience, and always she should have she should be quiet or calm, that her parents go out with her without speaking English, because she's she's the translator for them. She's a good translator. So it's I love this experience, because the in this case the Anita's vignettes are an experience more than a history.
And yeah, you're right. Very enjoyable.
I made a lot of changes because any version doesn't like me. But for that reason, I was reading.
It was very good, Ana.
Just I told Juan Carlos has a great and wide vocabulary. Anita has a good pronunciation. I like the pronunciation of Anita, and I agree with the vignettes in the part when she said that every action has its reaction or consequence. I like that part. And also she mentioned very important if one is hesitant to make a decision. Remember that taking the first step can show you incredible things. One doesn't know what adventures or opportunities is waiting for you. I love that part, Anita.
Yeah,
Good
I think
job.
that her message.
Thank you,
I think
Edward.
that her message is all about getting unstuck. Getting unstuck, because sometimes we get stuck in life. It's called comfort, maybe. And then she delivers the message, push out of the comfort zone. Get out of it. It's not safe. It's not inspiring. It's boring, depressing. Push out of the comfort. Get unstuck. Get out there. Say yes if you say no. Say no if you say yes. Try to question your style, because sometimes your style, your preferences are maybe your cross. Quizás es la cruz que uno carga, su estilo propio. Yo creo que hay veces que uno tiene que redefinir. You have to redefine yourself. Get creative. It's your life. So, very inspiring vignette, girl. And you deliver it in such a nice, clear voice. It's beautiful. Very enjoyable. Very informative. Very stimulating. That's the word. Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure and it's a privilege. All right. We're in such a role. And next is Johan the Rock. Johan the Rock. Or I don't know if anybody who hasn't whose vignette we haven't visualized yet. I'm counting Alex, Goose, Lucho.
I'm here.
I know, but if anybody is in a hurry, needs to go now, just saying. Although
Okay.
Johan is
maybe Anita.
Johan is laughing.
Johan,
I'm
but
not going to bed.
Pau is before you.
Johan,
Johan
porque
se enoja. Johan está yendo como que, hey, Paola, ¿yo qué? ¿Soy de palo o qué?
No,
if you're in a hurry, just
Pau is before Johan in the vignette, in the order of the vignette.
Pero ahí está Pau o no? ¿Dónde está
Johan? Be patient. Johan, be patient. You are the last vignette, my friend.
I'm not in a. I'm just saying I'm here because I arrived some minutes ago.
Okay, so let's celebrate. It's Johan's turn.
Hey there.
Johan, give me just a second. Let me get back to.
Pero Fabián, en serio, Paola está antes.
Go ahead.
Pero Johan está con Paola.
Yeah, but Paola is in a meeting right now, so.
Workaholic.
We'll
show it later when she's on busy.
And we just arrived.
Make the dinner.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the.
If you want to do another one?
All right, the Johan.
Paola's cooking, okay?
No.
Cooking.
In a meeting.
What is the Paola cooking? All right.
Can you smell that?
Shut
How
up.
are you? Hi guys, how are you? This year I made the decision to reduce the load on my running training and spread the weight over gym train and swimming. So I don't overexert myself so much with running. Due to that, Paola has asked me why I did that, or I did it. My answer was simple. It was because I have a spinal injury, and overexerting myself can lead to a major injury. Then, on second thought, I realized that it wasn't the only reason. And the truth it was that I was neglected the other sports, and part of my injuries were due to lack of strengthening, and I want to balance the different disciplines. Also, to be honest,
What happened, teacher?
In failure,
Ah,
but triste.
it's imperial connection, yeah.
Can you hear me, guys, or it's my connection?
Yes, I can.
I can hear you.
hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Edward,
Tell me.
start dancing or do something on camera.
Teacher,
I can hear you.
Like the classroom in the school. The teacher go out and the student to do disorder.
A mess.
A mess, yes. A crazy mess. You are the Edward, you are the monitoring. The monitor.
Okay. Go ahead, Juanca.
No. In this case, the cat is go out, so the mice is all on the party. So Edward, please take the látigo and manage the session.
I can see that the Johan vignette finished. Yes, I can see my connection is bad.
So you can't share the screen, right?
In this moment, we are in the comments, your vignettes, your feedback, Johan.
Okay.
Okay, I think that it's a good decision, Johan, that you took to reduce his sport load related to the long distances that you runs, because you take care of your health, especially. I don't remember the Spain pain, Johan. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a spinal injury, but it's a lower back injury. Actually, it's like a I don't know the terminology, but it's like this having troubles in my lower back, so I have to be careful with the impact. So I need to reduce that.
Johan, but the main reason for your injury is for running?
Sorry, is what?
The main reason about your injury is for running?
It's for running with a big load and some kind of practice. I can't do that. So For example, doing sprints in hills, it's a high pressure track, so I need to select the different exercise. So I can do running, but not a lot of kilometers in 1 week. So I have to distribute that better. For that reason, I said that I can do other exercise, a little more of working out and swimming.
Yes. Because if you want to lift weight, you have to take care about your back.
Sorry, Anna, I couldn't see you properly. I don't know if it's my network.
No,
If you want to start to lift weight, you have to take care of your back.
Yeah, actually, I'm in a good way. That's not the main problem. Actually, I'm losing a lot of weight. I'm losing muscle, and I want to gain a little bit more. So for that reason, I'm like,
I don't understand. You lose muscle, but you need to gain more.
I want to gain more muscles because I was, yeah, I was losing because I was running a lot and I wasn't doing a lot of working out. So it's good, but I said that in the video, maybe it's not only my spinal cord or my lower back the reason. Maybe maybe it's something about how I look. Maybe before I had a little bit more of muscles, so I think it's kind of like vanity because I used to be better in my opinion. So that's why the video. The principal reason was about my lower back, but the other reasons were because I want to gain a little bit of muscle, I want to reduce the pain, and other more. Because
have you tried to change or to reduce the intensity of your routines?
Why?
No, I try to say that if you have a pain in the back, maybe try with pull-ups. No, I don't know if it's possible. It's not. It's just an idea. It's just an idea that in this moment I guess, but you can try to change the routine or the especially in the strong routine in the strong exercise.
Yeah, that's what I do. I change some of my routines. I avoid totally the sprints on hills. It was actually with different doctors told me about reduce that load, about running and doing sprints on hills and something like this. Stop playing a lot of soccer because it's an impact sport too, and I'm not going to leave running, but I'm going to reduce that. Maybe I'm going to like do a good amount of kilometers, but not in the same weekend. Maybe maybe in a month and something like this. And I'm going to prepare to the 21 or half marathon, but with a different load, maybe with a different record time or personal records. Maybe I'm going to change sometimes too.
Okay.
Johan, congratulations, because this time you upload your vignette day before the deadline. And although I had to remind you that put the scripts in your comments in this afternoon, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, thank you for that, because I was aware of that, but I was a little bit struggling with some things. But that's the final decision that I think that I have done. It was upload my vignette one day before. I think it was good, but for example, I didn't remember about what I was talking about, so I had to listen that again, and I had to listen that to write the script, because yesterday I didn't do that in a long time, because I didn't have much time. So to be honest, I did that in two attempts, and that was it. And it was the second decision.
Johan, I stole the word you say, struggling. I stole that word.
Wow. Struggling, yeah.
Okay.
Good job,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Awesome. And
Hey.
very, very honest, Johan. And I think that I could appreciate the fact that you turned in your work earlier, because I think that you sounded more composed and less rushed. So that effectively made your vignette of a higher quality. Good job.
Thank you, sir. Are we going to run on Saturday?
I think so. You deserve it.
You. No,
all right.
you.
I deserve it. Thank you. Let's see. Let's go back to. Am I sharing my screen?
No.
No. Okay. That's what I thought. Give me just a second. There. Okay, so
who continued?
Maybe
Diana Quintero or
Diana's here,
Luis?
Right?
Yes, Diana, and Luis.
Diana and her
Yes,
cat.
I am here.
And
Yes,
her
I am.
cat
My...
is here.
Diana is waiting with her cat for your
let's do Diana. Let's do Diana.
Hello. I start thinking about how many important decisions I have made in my life, and I discover I don't know.
Sound.
Sound.
The sound is lost.
I think it's her recording, isn't it?
Hello. I start thinking about how many important decisions I have made in my life, and I discover I don't know I am lucky or the opposite, but I haven't had to make any difficult decisions in life so far. Probably the most important decision I have made is to purchase a master degree, but that was a decision I made 2 years ago, so I won't talk about it. Currently in my life, I am making the decisions to buy a car, and another time I might not have considered, but now I think it is something important in my life and the life of my family. The main reason it is to be able to transport my dad in a more comfortable and reasonable way. Since, as I mentioned before, he his health condition has deteriorated. Before, we could take him to these medical appointments, which are several months. We also have a rest house near Rio Negro, Antioquia, and we no longer go too frequently because we have no means to transportation and a bus is impossible in my dad's current conditions. I usually use public transportation and I have no problem with that. The traffic in the city is currently very chaotic. This is reasons that I not let me make the decision in this entirely. Another reason is that I do not have a stable job. I am service provider and some months are uncertain. And I am aware that a car is a lot expensive, but I know that his work situation is temporary. So I think that is in this situation in which we found ourselves, a car is a good decision. It is difficult because I am just learning to drive, but well, we were all new at some points. Bye. Hello, I start.
Microphone, Fab. Microphone, Fabian. Oh, it's okay.
What do you think, guys?
Diana is a generous, is someone generous because she taught in her family and her, how do you say bienestar?
Wellness.
Well-being. The wellness, exactly. That and and she also is in the food on the earth in these cases, because and summary is a good vignette, a good apport for us. She is so smart, disciplined, and in this case, it's a good example in her life because it just is such a generosity with us to share this experience in her life.
And especially because she's pretty much making the decision right now in front of us. She's reasoning with us. She's explaining why she wants to take the risk, the financial risk of owning a car right now, because she knows is something that will improve everybody's lives, and that she knows that things as they are right now are always going to be circumstantial to the moment, and that things will change, and she keeps positive about it. I think it's a very mature,
yeah,
coming of age vignette. O sea, que muestra que llega como cierta madurez, Diana. It's a nice vignette in the way that she demonstrates how her thinking process takes place and how things start to happening in her mind, her heart, her soul. And it's very wholesome, very nice to hear.
And her high responsibility with her decisions.
Yeah.
Thank you. In my first vignettes, I don't move much my body. I think
You experimented more.
yes, in these vignettes, I think move my body, my eyes, my mouth.
And did you enjoy it more that way?
Your face.
Yes. I think I show you more fluent, more relaxed.
I think so.
Also you move more your face, your expressions on your face. You have more, in this vignette, you have more expressions in your face. I note this.
She has more freedom.
Because it's a sentimental situation.
Good. I think that's important to talk about those topics, especially for English practice, because they are real. They're felt.
For any moment, I thought Luis Alberto is flirting with Diana.
Luis Alberto is, I thought that you said Luis Alberto sounds like he's 13.
Yeah, because she's asleep. I told
No again, please.
She go to bed.
Nes?
Not again.
No again.
Dianita, una pregunta, ¿quién es más juiciosa con la viñeta? ¿Tú o tu hermana? ¿O quién puya a quién pasa la viñeta?
I think both. Both motivated us. I say for her, you do the vignette. No, entonces entre las dos. Nos presionamos. How do you say presionamos?
We push each other. Push.
Push each other.
That's great. She also does great vignettes. I love her eye contact. It's so sexy, so magnetic. I like it. And I'm not flirting, Juan Carlos. Don't look at me that way.
I like the last part that Diana mentioned. We were all new at some point.
I like that too.
Because
very smart.
She is determined to not only buy a car, but of course, learn to drive and be constant.
That's amazing. Thank you for picking that up, Anna. It's true. It's very astute.
I finished the driver lesson.
Oh, yeah. Both car and motorcycle?
No, only for a car. The next week, I finish for a motorcycle.
Okay, great. Amazing. That's great. We need to know how to do that, how to drive is important. All right, let's go on to the next person. Who is next? ¿Quién hay por acá? Presente. Por
Luis
acá,
Alberto.
A Luis Alberto, a Lucho. ¿Dónde está el Lucho por acá? Que no lo veo. A ver,
No. I didn't.
No lo saben que él hizo la viñeta.
Yes, I didn't do the viñeta.
Lucho, mea.
Ese Eduardo
no nos vas a abandonar ya, Lucho.
Tiene cargo de conciencia.
Lucho, no nos vas a abandonar, Lucho.
Estaba callado, hermano. Yo ya
dando papaya, Lucho.
Por eso está metido hasta ahora. Por eso está metido hasta ahora. Porque no la hizo.
Sí,
I have blame.
Penitencia.
This is the vignette from Luis Alberto. This is the vignette from Luis Alberto. The apot, the suggest for the Dianita, for the Diana's vignette. So this is the vignette from Luis Alberto. You can qualify this support for Luis Alberto.
Who else is here? Nobody else, right?
Maybe Johan's wife. She's cooking in this moment, no?
Johan's wife, you got him married already?
Sure, my vignette teacher, because I have to go. I have to go out tomorrow.
Hello everyone. What's going on? I want to tell you about my motivation to learn English with Fat and you. First of all, the English is the most spoken language in the world. Learning English is a challenging and stressful endeavor, but also wonderfully tempting ones. All of us here, since we were children, have had to intervents to learn something. For example, dancing, singing, I don't know, playing an instrument, whatever you want. All these things catch our attentions. In this case, I want to learn English because I want to immerse the American English in order to get to nouns is history, customs, culture, and roots. Due to I want to have a international communicate with tourists or a native speaker. For example, when we speak with Lena, it's something special because learn about your accent, about when she reads all this, teacher. We know how important it is to pick up and acquire the English languages. It's a challenging for me every day to enjoy this class. This course bring me enormous benefits for my brain, for my for my English, because hello everyone. Is the second video. How to say in the last video, the enormous benefits to my brain, and I help you improve my skills. Okay, I want to say we don't give up with to learn English, guys. Each day going to a better increase our vocabulary, our expression, slangs, and finally, don't give up. Okay, guys? Thank you very much. See you.
Right, so here's a very hard rendering invitation to not give up learning English because it's important. It's amazing. So, any comments? Gus, have you been working with ChatGPT? ¿Has estado trabajando con el chat?
Yes, teacher. Yes. I implement or I learn different words. For example, when I say wonderful, wonderfully, tempting one. I don't remember what is this. What is other words I learned? Some teachers, some words with ChatGPT. I work with ChatGPT.
And what about to phonetics and Lingostan or?
No, and this vignette only work with a ChatGPT. To phonetics, I don't know, teacher, because I put the word, but I don't listen I don't listen the pronunciation because the internet is break up.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we need to get a stronger model of the pronunciation, just a little bit. I think that you're making the right decisions and you're taking the right steps, but maybe we need to increase a little bit more of the work with the pronunciation part, maybe. Okay? Because I know that with your ethics, your work ethics, your discipline, you just need to, you know, start using more decisively the tools. Like, for example, two phonetics and either Lingostan or Flip. Definitely try to find a solution to the internet issue and bring this to the fold, como que tráelo a la preparación, porque me parece que es algo que puede estar faltándonos un poquitico, que nos puede dar mucha más fluidez y facilidad en la expresión, porque eso es algo pues que es crucial. Yo diría que es urgente que mires a ver cómo lo puedes solucionar para que puedas hacer mejor cada vez la viñeta. O sea, no estoy diciendo que esa esté mal, sino que puede ser mejorada. Y bueno, definitivamente en ese orden de ideas podemos comenzar a elevar la curva desde diferentes niveles. Yo creo que el nivel de este momento puede subir para comenzar la curva hacia adelante. I think. Who wants to say? Johan.
Okay, teacher. Thank you very much.
Thank
for your
you.
Comments.
I think we'll say something that is true, and it's that we can learn from Lena and Chuck and take some verbs or phrases or new words that we have to like take notes and use that maybe in that vignettes or in our real life or different classes to get that in our vocabulary. So I'm totally agree with him. We have to have that in advantage, and all, of course, what Fabian is teaching us.
Yeah, I think that Gus made a very strong presentation and he stated a very strong position considering all of the things that we do and how we need to use them and how important they can be if we put them to good use. And yeah, definitely all of the activities that we do are designed to kind of open up your mind and help you see the world of possibilities that there can be if you speak the language, because I think it's honestly what Gus says is true. A lot of people speak English, and if we do too, then we're connected to all of this larger community around the world. And it can be fabulous when you can understand what Liana says, what Chuck says, what other people say. It's amazing. I mean, people that don't speak our language, and that we can find that bridge language in common. So it's a very interesting invitation from Gus, and I appreciate that he broached the topic. You know, deciding to improve your language is important. Thank you, Gus.
Yes, I can tell that Gustavo is working with the chat GPT deeper. And like I said, Johan, you can take a note or phrases from Leana or from Chuck or from Fabian, and you can add your vignettes because it's a way to improve your vignettes. And I noticed that you can try to do the best every time that I can see your vignettes. So congrats, bro.
Right.
Thanks, Edward. Thanks for your comments, Edward. Each day, I visualize improve my vignettes.
All right, great. Thank you very much for your vignette, Gustavo. And thank you very much for your good energy and your good words and your message.
I think always is willing to improve. So is just to follow the way and follow the advices from Fabian and everyone, because we can learn every day. We learn every day, excuse me. So is a good opportunity to say that your vignette is good, but can be better, right?
Absolutely. And one thing about Goose that I want to rescue is that he's always willing to take risks and take the chance to speak, and he's always willing to engage. That's very important. All right, so let's move on to the next person. Who do we have here? Luis,
Teacher.
but Luis didn't do it.
Okay. I'm going to take advance and to say goodbye because it's later. My son is sleeping, so for this reason I had to go to the bed.
Luis, it's a pleasure to have you, buddy.
No,
I know that maybe you didn't have a chance to do your vignette, but it's always a pleasure to have you, and thank you for being with us. It's great to have you.
No, don't worry, teacher. The next one I'm going to do.
Vale.
Teacher, guys, I have
Bye,
to go
guys.
because tomorrow I wake up early.
Absolutely, Goose. Thank you very much, buddy. Have a good night.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye, buddy.
See you.
All right, then let's go in order. Let's go in order now. Let's do Paula Duque, maybe. What do you think, Johan? Should we do Paula Duque now or wait?
Let's do that.
Let's do her. Okay.
Hi guys, tonight I'm going to talk about a new routine that I am implementing in my life, and that is meditation. Since a few months ago, I'm trying to meditate daily. The decision to start doing it was literally because in many spaces where I share with other people, the subject of meditation was mentioned. And also in some books or whatever text I read, they talking about it, and I decide to start doing. I was also feeling the need to have a break or to be able to concentrate only on something, and I felt that these signs of hearing in everywhere was for a reason, and intuition doesn't fail. And initially I start once or twice a week, and I was through guided meditation. There was a time that I left in, and then I decided to take it again, and I organize in my house an exclusive space for this to feel more motivated. From then on, I start to meditate only with music, not with guided meditation. And it took me 2 months of constant practice. If you ask me why I meditate, the answer is simple. I do it because I feel that it allows me to explore a part of me that I know much about, such as calmness and attention fully in one thing. Since I am very accelerated person with a very quick rhythm of my work. And meditation is for me the moment where I felt more peace or closeness, and I feel very happy when I see that it's already part of my life, and that the decision to incorporate it into my life has been fulfilled. And I recommend you meditation for your life, and that's it. Thank you, people, for listening. Good night.
Very nice and very informative. Very well explained and reasoned.
I like it.
Very
I have
nice.
a question.
Yes.
Who is the grandpa in this family? Merlin? Because I feel both are smart, are accelerate. So,
Who's the what? Sorry?
Who is the grandpa, the polo a tierra in this family? Merlin?
Yeah, actually Merlin he came to give us like a whisper, like I think he's what you said, because we are like as Fabian said, we are kind of workaholic. I'm less than Pau, but Merlin reminds us to take a little bit of time for us. And about what Pau said, all is true. Actually, she's focused on meditation. Everything she said is true. I think she has her space to disconnect from work, from reality, and from me, actually. That's good. We have to disconnect each other and give us our space. And yeah, Merlin helped us a lot.
You actually enjoy her meditating.
Yeah, yes, I have done that a couple of times. I like that, but she's really into it. I like that, but I'm not focused on that.
And it takes practice.
Johan, you are response to the questions of meditation.
Sorry?
Or you are response to the questions of meditation, or Paola is next to you, my friend?
No, Paola is not here, but I love you so much. I love her. No, she's not here.
I have a question for Pao.
No, Pao is not here. Pao is in a meeting, and she's still in a meeting.
My question is, what kind of meditation recommends Paola for me? I am, in my case, I am a little bit accelerated, like a Pao, and this meditation can help me to work and quiet and calm, and I don't know what kind of meditation.
She can tell you later, but I can guess a mixed. For example, you can do a guide meditation. She normally follows some. She meditates with some what's the word? What we listen in some podcast on Spotify, and she do that like guidance meditation, and you can combine with Diana Q products.
Yes,
you know,
I recommend you CBD products.
Yeah, you can have a mix.
It's one of the benefits of the products. Is you provide calm, relax.
I was missing Diana Quintero selling attitude the last video, but it's still here.
I miss it. I miss it too.
Yeah, no? you can ask Pao. She can tell you that like exactly the exactly recommendation.
Yeah, and podcasts. What podcast to listen to, because if she does it, she knows.
Yeah, she has a lot.
Okay, Johan, you are the best husband, my friend.
After you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
I think meditation is definitely a thing. I believe I've tried it, and I think it's if nothing else, if we're not going to go into the esoteric discussions that it entails, if we want to stay sober and just deal with it from a superficial point of view, the benefit is that you quiet down. It's like sometimes you need quiet in your house, especially if you're going to sleep, if you're going to rest, you want quiet. You don't want the music from the neighbor. You don't want disturbances outside. You want quiet. I think that's the best way to rest. What about giving quiet to our minds?
Babe, actually, it helped a lot our relationship. She used to hit me 3 times a day. Now she hits me once.
Only once?
Good.
Only one.
Are you recording this?
Yes, of course.
Good.
Eso quedó para toda la
Forever.
vida.
Internet is forever. Yeah,
This-
exactly.
This was recording for eternity.
Exactly. This is for life, for forever. Good point. Good point from Pau. Thank you for bringing that up. I think we've been talking a lot about decisions today, decisions that improve our relationships, decisions that improve our relationships to ourselves, to the people that we love. Diana wants to drive because she can help everybody at home get to places where they need to be. Goose wants to learn English because he just enjoys it. And so he betters himself by doing it. People can think about making decisions about health because it's a responsible thing, about diet, about studying, about being more disciplined, about saying no. Edward told us that sometimes decision is to say no because you have to, weigh in all of the possibilities. It's not just that he's gonna be working and making money, but it's also, okay, so does it really, I think something great about the book is that it teaches you, there's a question in the book that teaches you to think about what is essential. It's like, how much would you pay for that? How much, all right, let's imagine that you have something, just stupid example. You have something in your house that is taking up space, but you don't give it up because, I don't know, it's been there forever. All right, so there's an old lamp. Right now, I can see 2 sets of lamps right here. And why do we have 2 sets of lamps? Isn't that stupid? Why not just one freaking lamp? Then my question should be, how much would I pay for that second lamp? Okay, obviously, I prefer one of the lamps. I prefer this lamp, not that lamp. So my question is, how much would I pay for that lamp? Then I'd be like, I wouldn't buy it. Okay, so nothing. Then give it away. Give it away. It's taking up space. You have to just, open the space for everything. Books that you don't need, lamps that you don't need, friends that you don't need, jobs that you don't need. Just start cleaning house. Start cleaning house. And I think it also applies to meditation. Our minds are a constant blur of things that we are not even sometimes conscious of. Feelings, memories, dreams of the future that are not going to happen ever, preoccupations, worries, stress. It's all pressing around, taking up energy. Sometimes you just need to learn to disconnect all of those things, unplug. I think it's very healthy. Just saying. Thank you, Pao, for pointing that out. And let's go on. Let's move on to Ana Cristina. Let's see what she brings today. Thank you, Johan.
Hello, guys. Good night. I hope you had a great weekend. Decisions. What an important topic. In my case, as I mentioned last week, I just started studying psychology, and it really took me a long time to put into action what my brain I already knew, and my mind I had already decided. But because of fears and thousands of excuses, I had not put into action. And before I tell you the questions I asked myself to make this decision, I want to tell you a phrase that has helped me a lot to take action and not stay in just words. And it is a decision. Without action becomes an intention. Guys, if we make a decision, let's also make an action plan so that what we want so much becomes a reality. Now, the questions I asked myself to make this decision were, am I really passionate about what I currently do? What role will I play even if I didn't get paid? How could I use my talents and gift to serve others? And what do I need to do today to get to where I would like to be? I discovered a long time ago that although I appreciate my work enormously, I am called to do something with more impact on people's lives. I will not want to spend my whole life just selling my time. Although if I did, I will see the learning and accept it. But I really think, I really believe that we can all change our reality towards what we dream of. And I really dream of being a psychotherapist and to accompany many people in their challenges, from the holistic psychology that embraces mind, body, and spirit. And even if we took money out of the equation and someone need me, I will do it with no problem. I believe that empathy and love will always be rewarded. So that's all, guys. A hug. See you.
How long is the video, Fabian?
Microphone.
It's nice to be surprised, right? By people.
Yeah.
How long is the video? 2 minutes, 52 seconds.
Wow, she managed very well the time.
Yeah.
I thought that it had took more time. It seems like that.
She's a very strong communicator.
Yeah.
And she manages different planes and different ways of expressing her ideas. She's very dynamic and very versatile.
Express her ideas with your hands, your magic hands. Yeah. Absolutely. Magic all kind is explain that.
No joke, right?
Situations.
Exactly. I enjoy her presentations because she's such a good communicator. So she manages to surprise you. And she leaves you with something to think about. We know I don't completely understand her situation. I think she's a single mom. And so she's got a lot on her plate right now because, you know, raising a kid on your own is not a walk in the park. It's a tough job, and she's a working mom, and she's very entrepreneurial, but at the same time, she wants to break the mold and redesign herself. And it's always been her dream to be a therapist. And so she should serve as an example to inspire us to, you know,
what is her profession, Fab?
I'm
Diana?
not completely sure, but I know that she works in sales, but I'm not absolutely sure about her profession.
But I saw in the video that she started studying psychology. Yes,
exactly. That's what she's doing now. But yeah, I mean, like, she is amazing. She is very charismatic too.
Also, she has a strong voice, a good tone. I have heard people that change her voice when they are talking in English versus Spanish. I think I'm one of that. I think my voice changed a little bit in Spanish, in English, both. I don't know if she has the same tone in Spanish, but it seems like, yes, she's like, she has a strong and communicate good.
She's natural. She's pretty good.
Only his voice, Johan? Your movements? Only his voice?
Yeah, you are right.
Your movements. Your movements also.
Yeah, like her movements, and it's like all the
expression of the body.
The thing. Yeah.
But she makes it look easy and spontaneous, right? That's the magic of the way that she uses her body and voice and her mime. It's very, very well played all together and makes her sound and look very strong and very enjoyable, convincing.
I stole one phrase
from her.
I stole one phrase, Fab. Take the risks and not stay in just words. It's a decision without action. Becomes an intention.
An intention.
I like the phrase.
I think that sometimes we're guilty of that vice, that we are like, nah, but maybe. You don't know. Knock on the door. If they don't open, you know. But don't imagine, no, maybe they're not going to open.
Yes. Stay in just words.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. In other words, don't overthink it. I think that the world is to be out there. The world is not to play it out in our minds as if it were a reality. And something crazy about meditation, is that something incredible that happens with meditation is that you come to the realization that the brain doesn't understand the difference between the imaginary world and the real world. The brain doesn't understand that. So sometimes when you think things, you get stressed unnecessarily because there's no guarantee that the way you think something is going to happen, it's going to happen. So imagine again, I need to knock on this door, but I'm going to imagine they're not going to open, and if they open, they're going to be mad. That is going to make me feel stressed unnecessarily because I don't know what's going to happen. Knock on the door. Simple. Don't overthink it. Just do it. And then react, because that's communication. Communication, most of the times, is about reaction. So you need to be exposed. You need to be with the people, not inside your mind where you assume, no, maybe she's not going to answer. No, maybe she's going to say no. No, maybe he's not going to like me. No, come on. Just react. So anyway, I don't know why I made it about myself. Thank you for listening. All right, so let's go back to the guys. And we got the Pau de los likes. La Pau. ¿Dónde estará la Pau?
Hello, guys. Definitely.
Maybe sleeping.
Maybe getting her beauty sleep. That's how she stays beautiful. She sleeps while we're like here, looking like a goblin, like what's it, like the guy from Lord of the Rings? The guy from Lord of the Rings.
I don't know.
My precious. What's his name?
The teacher is complicating a lot of these vignettes because they are topics that
we already talked about this. I'm going to interrupt Paola. Yeah, this is a very serious topic. And from the feedback that I received over the weekend, I got that maybe the topics are really deep and we need to probably get back to lighter topics, or at the very least, like more like obvious questions that you can explore. Okay. So the next vignette, expect tomorrow a vignette without book. Just a simple question to answer. Just a simple question. That's going to be the modus operandi from now until we decide to change. Okay. We're going to descale from the depths of psychology and reflection. We're going to get it to a more mundane, superficial realm where it's easier to make decisions and to be creative. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. But yes, Pao is right. This is a very deep topic. You know, making decisions is, again, something that we normally don't think in our day-to-day. But if you take the chance, you can improve a lot. Like you saw here, Mercedes was absolutely great, right? To give you just an example. So you decide if you want to take the chance and give your all. But yeah, once again, I'm going to be getting out of the depths and I'm going to take it up to a more superficial level tomorrow. No book attached to the vignette tomorrow. But yeah, sorry.
Hello, guys. Definitely the teacher is complicating a lot of these vignettes because they are topics that transcends the being, transcends many times the inexplicable way of acting of a human being, and therefore they become difficult to answer. But without further ado, I know that speaking English is not a current decision for me. In fact, I have been trying for years to be constant with this purpose. I say trying because I have not been able to give it continuity and be disciplined. I had procrastinated in every possible way this dream. And of course, it is not something I'm proud of, not at all. From here, the question arises, am I being totally honest with myself? No, I am not being honest because I'm not giving my 100% to achieve this purpose, because it is easier to overwhelm myself with the level and discipline that I know do you have, and I am ashamed of it. However, as some of my vignettes express it, there is always something that prevents me to stop fighting for this dream. My motivation to not give up are my students, who always ask me for more and more. My motivation are you, because you are an inspiration for me. To see you taking advantage of every situation, every moment, make me be here fighting, even if it is taking small steps. For that, thank you, because without even trying, you helped me a lot to be alive today in this dream. That's all, guys. Thanks a lot for listening to me.
Any comments for Pao? I love her vignettes. Her pronunciation and her vocabulary are unbelievable. Really nice. I noticed that she's really putting a lot of work in making herself more connected to her reality. And her vignettes demonstrate that. They're very enjoyable, very well paced. She looks fantastic. You know, like when you see her doing her vignettes, she looks fantastic. She looks great. She looks brilliant and bright. So that's very important. She's always managed to do that. We all know that she's a school teacher, and that being a school teacher is a very demanding job. And knowing her level of commitment to her job, we know that it's twice as hard and trying to stay sane, I guess, with all the stuff that she needs to do at the school. She comes home tired and she does the vignette. And she does an amazing job, and she looks pretty and she looks bright for us. And she does always a great job. And that's very much something that we can appreciate. I know that she cannot be with us as often and as much as we wanted, as much as we wanted to, but with the little bit that she can give, it's more than enough. And I thank her for staying with us, for not leaving us, for not giving up, because she's amazing. That's what I have to say. I love this vignette, and her pronunciation is getting so great. Sounds fantastic. What do you say, guys?
Pao's decision to learn English, as many of us here, I think the same thing has happened to us. We start with a great enthusiasm, and little by little we are postponing and hesitating. But in Pao, I have been seeing the progress she has made since the last year. Her evolution has been huge. She's very close to achieve his dream of being fluent in English, if she hasn't already done it. I think so. She's accomplished his purpose, his dream, that she's about to get the dream of to be fluent in English. But for me, she's fluent in English in this moment.
And again, with the, I want to improve myself to help others. Again, with that, again, I think it's a recurrent topic tonight, where she says, and I don't want to give up because my kids ask me for more. It's amazing. It's beautiful, inspiring. Well, great job. Let's go on to the next one then. Who is next? Let me see. We have Paula Andrea.
Hi, people. Hi, teacher Fabian. Well, people, this question is this vocabulary question or a tricky question. Make a decision. Well, people. So, more than a year ago, I started having severe pain in my right hip. So I used to exercise 5 times a week, and I had a very well-defined routine. And I can tell you that it fascinated me. I felt happy. I can confess that I have always loved exercise. This pain that I was talking about at the beginning of this vignette led me to multiply medical appointments where we decided with the doctor to have surgery. However, I came to think, and if I don't have surgery because of the time of incapacity and the multiplied responsibilities I had. And so this decision also made me think. You want to exercise again, you want to share in after jogging, running with my daughter again. So I want to improve my health as well. At the moment, people sometimes came to my mind that the doctor told me, if you don't have surgery, the day will come when you don't be able to walk. And all these things gave me the strength to say, I will have surgery at once. My reflection about this, this is my aunt, Marlene. She's taking care of me. Yeah, say hello. Hello, people. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, people.
hello people, hello gente.
Hello. My reflection about that is the motivation that I have to undertake a new path. The hips push you take better steps in life. Hi people, hi teacher Feb. This is the second part of my video, sorry people. My reflection about this decision is the motivation that I have to undertake a new path. These hips push you to take better steps in life. Now my right hip is without the acetabulum. Now my steps towards my better future. Towards a future that I have dreamed, that I have been building step by step, and I think that I will be in it faster than before. I'm awake that I will have to resume routines. Study for now am dedicated to my recovery. And every day I'm more and more convinced that I'm ready to do it after my recovery. Maybe I need to learn again and without more strength. Thank you, people. Thank you, teacher Fabian.
She's so natural. She speaks very fluent. She think in English. It's so amazing. The decision was very difficult. So I don't know. For the best.
I think I think the Paula is a fighter woman who never give up. I say this because of the decision to have the hip surgery, and talking with her, I realized that it's a difficult decision because the recovery is slow, and she has to be very patient to return to do all those things that she was used to do with Simona, for example, like running, dancing, riding a bike. I'm sure that he get well soon. And finally, I learned to know the sentimental side of Paula in her last three vignettes, and I say this because she has to use the enthusiasm and happiness that she has when Paula speaks. She always is happiness, which she always is funny. She is cheerful. But in the last three vignettes, Paula feels that a little bit. I don't know the word, sentimental side of the Paula, and I like that part of the Paula, and I wanna congratulate to Paula for that decision to make that surgery, the hip surgery. It's a fighter for me. It's a fighter. It's a great fighter, Paula.
And I agree with Eddie when he says that we have seen a different facet of Paula in the latest that she's presented as vignettes, because she's decided also not to fail in turning in her task weekly. But in the last few vignettes, she has managed to be vulnerable, as is the natural state that she finds herself in, and she's made it part of the vignette. And that's how she's accomplished to show us a new facet that is so appealing, so attractive, so mystifying. And I love from this vignette that she makes, again, she takes the risk. I think that many of us didn't know that she had had hip surgery because it was never discussed, because nobody asked, because sometimes if the person doesn't come out and say, hey guys, I'm not going to be able to be part of the lessons these days because I'm going to get hip surgery. But if you say surgery, then I don't know if I'm going to ask what part is going to be operated on, because people might be sensitive. I don't know what kind of trouble she's in. You know, it could be shoulder surgery, knee surgery, hip surgery, heart surgery, brain surgery, you know, like anything. And I don't know if she's ready to tell me about it. So I don't want to put her in the spot. But today she takes that step. And this vignette is about taking a step, I think. And she took the step and she told us. And I love that she opened up. I love that she was comfortable about it. That she said, this is a tricky question, so I'm going to give you a tricky answer. And I love the connection that she established to her hip. I love that she said, my hip is going to push me to more firm steps, and is going to push those steps to get me faster to where I want to be. And that's amazing. Why is it amazing to me? Because I never, until today, thought about what my hips did. I think it's the same situation that happens to you with your pinky finger or your pinky toe. Your pinky toe, you never think about your pinky toe. Your little toe, never think about it. But if it misses, if it goes missing, if you crush it and they have to cut it, then you think about it, right? We never think about our whole bodies. You never think about your duodenum. You never think about your kidneys until you have kidney trouble. But it's illuminating that without the hip, we cannot take steps. We cannot go anywhere. We cannot walk. And that was what she was confronted by. Maybe one day you won't be able to walk, which takes me back again to, what do I want to do this? Because it's the responsible thing to do. Because I have a little girl that I want to take the next step with, and I cannot risk not being able to take that step. That's why I get surgery. I'm doing it. The decision is pushed from my love for my daughter. And the conviction that with a stronger hip, her steps are going to be stronger and faster. That's just amazing to me. Again, Paula demonstrates her capacity not only to deliver it in clear language, but to deliver it in a way that is trickily surprising. Thank you, Paula, I have to say. Thank you. Really beautiful, as always. She's an artist. She's a poet. She's an artisan of language. You were gonna say, Eddie.
No, inspired that she was recovered, and she accomplished with your vignette. She has commitment with the project.
She doesn't fail. Yeah. That's not an option. Like Shakira says, her hips don't lie. All right. Trying to make light of the situation. I'm sorry, Paula. Shouldn't be joking about it. Let's look at Antonella, who has been looking really good in the last few videos, looking fabulous. Let's see what she's got today. I'm dying to see what she's going to bring today.
Hello guys. Okay, I know that every day we are exposed to making decisions and some of the are aromatic, like brushing our teeth at a certain time, or deciding what to wear. But there are other that require more of our attention. At the present time, this is an issue that is close to my heart. I have the possibility of starting a business with someone I care about very much. What is proposed look good, but there are a lot of questions to be answered before the decision is made. It's not just about the money. It's also important for me to know if we share the same values so that the relationship in this project doesn't fall apart. If I get on this train, where am I willing to get up? Because in my opinion, every decision is a choice between two or more options. If I get on the train, I'm well aware that for something to work, a lot of time needs to be invested before it starts to take shape or not. Will my dream of travel fade away or will the chest be put on hold for a while? On the other hand, the idea of being my own boss motivates me, even if it is a shared project, because in my working life, I have always depended on someone else. This brings with it many challenges, and really, my chance. It's a subject that takes you to places and questions you would never have asked yourself, because the majority of us, including myself, are always on our own pilot and don't always stop to look deeper into our decision. Thank you, Professor, for proposing topic for reflection, topic for life. Thank you for listening to me. Hello guys. Okay, I know that every day we are exposed to
I have always said that I like the Anto productions, the way that she edits her videos and how she expresses herself.
The way she dresses, the objects she picks up, the things that she does while she's recording, the glasses she wears. She's a designer. She's a designer.
Yes, absolutely. She's a designer. And referring her video, I wish her the best of luck with the decision that she wants to start a business. I can see that she wants to start a business that can help her to give an economic stable, and like she said she wants to her own boss. She wants to be her own boss without having the need to, I don't know, reporting the activities, the economic activities to anyone. And she wants to start her own business. And good luck with that, Anton.
Absolutely. I want to say something else, and I feel Eddie and Johan, I feel that we're being driven to it inevitably. It's the time. We have come to a point where we need to talk about something very important, and it's metaphor. I haven't talked about this with you guys, but it's a topic. It's a very important topic because understanding metaphor helps us establish a point of common reference with other cultures. Every language is born out of metaphor. And if we understand the metaphors of those languages that we want to speak or communicate in, like in our case, English, it can help us bridge stronger or build stronger bonds and be more, honestly, be more, or demonstrate more honest empathy. And that's important. I say that because it's maybe the second or third time in these vignettes that you are suggesting metaphor. And the metaphor here is evident and is wonderful. And what I want Antonella to do tomorrow, when she wakes up and she sees the comments, is to be very curious about metaphor. And I want Anto to ask me for more material to learn about this topic because she clearly said it. Thank you, teacher, for proposing topics that inspire us to reflect, deep questions. And I want her tomorrow. This is what I expect tomorrow, to see that my phone has a message from Anto where she says, hey, Fabian, really, I want to know more about metaphor because if you think that's what I need to learn, I trust you. Please send me material. She says, this is a person I care for. And so it's a very easy decision to start this business with this person. But I want to make sure that this is not going to put a strain on the relationship because I care for this person. I want to make sure that in this project, we agree on the values that would drive us to push this project to get its own wheels, get going. And then she says, okay, wheels. Should I get on that train? She repeats again, should I get on that train? Like what's going to happen if I get on that train? The train is that new relationship, that vehicle, that journey that they're going to take together. Let's say I propose to Eddie, Eddie, okay, you're Uber. Take me to Cartagena. Eddie says, agrees for whatever reason. Maybe the point is money. He says, okay, I'll take you for this much. I pay that much. And then we are on our journey. But we have a common purpose. His purpose is to take me there. My purpose is to get there. And we get in the same car. Here, the train, for the metaphor for Antonella is a train. Are we getting on the same train because we're going to a common destination? Or is this person thinking that he's going in this direction while I'm thinking we're going in this direction? Because in that case, I don't want to get on this train. And that's a very smart way to think about relationships. Every relationship. Do you know why I'm together with my wife? Because we have a life together. I don't think that love is just something that we feel here, like butterflies or whatever. No, I don't think that's love. I think that's lust. Lust is lujuria. It's something more physical, more hormonal, more bodily, more physiological. But love is, I subscribe to the theory that love is a journey. And the travelers use a vehicle in common because they're going to a common destination. The moment we buy an apartment, the moment we buy a car, the moment we have kids, the moment we take our kids to school, all of those decisions are stops along the way in our lives that keeps us together in the same vehicle. Love, in my case, is a series of stops that takes us to a common destination. Maybe my wife's and my own destination is to see our kids grow up to be smart, brilliant, successful, happy, honest, strong, leaders, maybe, That's our common destination. That's why we've been together for 25 years. It's not butterflies, it's this thing right here. Look, this thing right here. That's
Hi, Juanita.
that's what keeps us on the train that Anto is talking about. Okay?
It was a good metaphor.
When you buy the ticket, it's because you're seeing this girl as one of the stops. So yeah, and that's all hers. That, you know, like this, Johan and Edward is just an inevitable, you know, like it's inevitable for me not to go in that direction because a very strong push from Anto. We need to study metaphor. If you understand metaphor in language, you open the key to the kingdom. You get the key to the kingdom to open. You know, it's to unlock it. And we're going to start that. I'm going to make a plan for us to incorporate this, maybe a couple of sessions that we can take out of the standard time that we get together, like we did when we were talking about connectors, maybe talk about metaphor. All because this girl made the final push. I know that today I felt pushed a couple of times with metaphor, but then she makes the strongest call for it. And once again, my wish right now, if I can be granted a wish, is to wake up and see, oh, it's Anto. Yeah, I want more material. I want to learn about metaphor. Teach me. I want to do that tomorrow. When I get that message. Beautiful, great, as always. She's a designer. And
Yes.
We're better for listening to her. Good job. Anybody, anything else you want to say, Johan or Eddie?
Yeah, but I think you said all.
Yeah, I need to
It was a good
talking so
metaphor,
much.
good structure, good talking. She's improving a lot. And yeah, metaphor is in our life. When you said that I'm a rock, that's a metaphor. When we said a lot of things, we are using metaphor, and it's the way to, I think we have to learn a lot of metaphors because in English and Spanish, they use it a lot.
And they make thinking manageable.
Yeah.
So great. And good luck with her decision, because she hasn't made the decision yet, I believe. So good luck with that decision. So wonderful. Yeah, she always surprises. And Juliana, I'm also excited I'm excited about all of these guys that are coming up. Juliana, Alex, Aulani, Bernardo, Anna, and Juliet. Juliet, it's been a long time, right? Juliana.
Hi, everyone. I want to start going to the gym again. I've been trying to get back to the gym for more than a month now, but I haven't done it yet, which makes me wonder that what is driving my decision. And I think I want to go back to the gym because when I went, I felt much stronger, lighter. I didn't feel so tired during the day. I felt with a lot of energy to do my daily activities. And as for the aesthetic part, my body looks much better when I train it. After seeing these motivations, I ask myself, if there are so many good things, what is causing me to procrastinate? And the answer is that they are just excuses for the laziness to get up early or just laziness to go. I have to motivate myself because as soon as I pay the monthly fee, I know that I will continue going so as not to lose the money invested. I hope to start soon. Bye bye. Hi everyone.
Yeah, short, but Great, right? I mean, what I love about this girl is her eyes looking at the camera. Okay, she's very magnetic that way. And I really appreciate that, which is something that is, you know, away from the language, but it helps you connect to her mind and her ideas. And obviously her language is very nice, great vocabulary and very clear pronunciation. What do you think, guys?
Is she Diana's sister?
Yeah, she's Diana's sister.
Oh, is she new, or I have lost a lot of classes?
Yeah, you have.
Okay. I haven't heard her, but she has a good vocal.
Yeah.
She used
I think she's in the same level of Diana.
Mm-hmm.
They are kind of they are in a good level.
I say that she used the earrings like a Pau Duque.
Exactly,
the
right?
Blue earrings.
I was looking at those too. Like Pau Duque, she uses her blue earrings now in the vignettes, and they work. Yeah, it's amazing. And I think that once again, guys, it's like it takes us back again and again to being responsible. I think that making decisions, any decision, is just being responsible. I think that's the tough thing about growing up. The tough thing about growing up is that now your parents are not going to make your decisions for you. We have to make our own decisions. If we make the wrong decisions, there are still decisions. But with time, we learn what good decisions mean. By what I mean to say is by learning the importance of good decisions is learning that if we make the good decisions, we get to enjoy certain things that otherwise would be lost. You know, if you exercise, for example, I'm going to run with Johan on Saturday, right, Johan? If I were an alcoholic, I couldn't run with Johan. Right? Yeah. Maybe if I smoked, I couldn't run with Johan, maybe, because Johan would just, you know, shake me off after 1 kilometer. But now Johan knows that I'm an old man, but I can run. Right, Johan?
Yeah, actually, you run more than me. I'm ashamed of that.
You're ashamed. That was not the point. The point was not for you to confess.
You are the golden boy of running.
The golden boy.
Yeah, you know, I'm using metaphors.
What is that, from Seinfeld?
I don't know.
The golden boy. That's good. I like it. He had a shirt called the Golden Boy, and one day it disappeared in the dryer. All right, man, that's great. Yeah, I mean, this girl is sensational. She is so magnetic. And what I want to say by that is that sometimes we keep our eye on the wheel of that metaphorical bicycle, and that's the language. And when I listen to her, I can't stop looking at her, right? Which is obviously something that she's opening to. And that's amazing, because I think that a good communicator is a person that is seen, not just a voice that is heard. And so I want to amplify that. She's a very good communicator because she's so open to be seen, and she makes herself available as she communicates, and that makes the message resonate. And I appreciate that. I'm just saying that. She's got that magic touch. All right, let's continue. And Alex.
Hi everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. And I want to share with you one of the toughest decisions that I made this year. And it was take a break from training to focus on spending time with my family and improving some work-related skills. It's been really tough for me because I've been hitting the gym for over 9 years now. And even though sometimes it can be tiring and boring, I have to admit that it's become a part of my daily life. So stopping exercise wasn't an easy decision. On the other hand, I also realized that the gym was taking up too much of my time, and right now I need that time to focus on other things. This doesn't mean I won't exercise again, but for now, my priorities have shifted. I know this decision could have an impact, an important impact on my health, but I took a close look at the situation and I'm confident that I made the right decision. Now I I- now I feel a bit more rest and my time is more productive, which allowed me to improve some skill I need for work. To be honest, I feel like I've made a lot of progress. Finally, I'm aware that changing my lifestyle during this time have been tough, but I know it will be worth it, and I'm sure that in time I'll be able to resume my training as I have been doing before. Yeah, that's the most difficult situation related with the decision that I made this year. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for your time.
It's a very interesting presentation because we would always assume that people make decisions in a certain way. You know, like, okay, if we're going to talk about gym, okay, so you're going to start working out. But now the decision is now I need to stop working out because the priority right now is different. My priorities have shifted and I need that time. I need that 1 hour, 2 hours, however long it takes to go to the gym for Alex.
9 years.
9 years going to the gym, stop.
Just continue.
And he worries
And
about the
repeating,
repercussions.
yes.
But he knows that it's a risk that he has to take because it's a juncture in his life, new baby, new challenges. It's a very interesting thing to see once again, Eddie and Johan, how decisions sometimes are driven because, like Antonella said it, because we have a common destination. And the common destination right now is not the health of my body for the time being. I need to probably stop working out, or probably not just stop working out, but stop going to the gym and make adjustments. It's a very nice message because sometimes you need to make sacrifices, right? You need to make sacrifices, and it's all for the just cause that you love your family. 10 minutes.
10 minutos.
Yeah. So great. And kudos to Alex for opening up, for sharing, for being so honest. Great language, great pronunciation, very, very well poised, very confident and assertive. Yeah, very enjoyable indeed. Very nice story. and easy to digest. He makes it sound easy to digest the message.
For sure. It's similar to my history. It's related to with the family, with the job, with the time, with the like as he
Say
said,
no.
the say no. He can spend more time with his family. How do you say unas por otras?
Yeah, I guess what Peter pays Paul, or what's the expression that I'm thinking of? Well, that's the idea.
That's the idea. That's the idea.
Chapulín lo dijo. That's the idea, guys. Amazing. Good job. Excellent. Great vignettes. Let's drive all the way to the finish line now with Aulani, Bernardo, Anna, and Juliet.
Hi teacher, hi guys. This year I made a decision to change from face-to-face English classes to virtual classes. Since in my past classes I didn't practice speaking English much, I only learned vocabulary, which helped me a lot, but I want to speak English freely. Something that motivated me to make this decision was that I am almost entering college and I may be starting tourism and I will need to speak English to have a good job. At first, I admit that I had a hard time adapting to this new way of learning, as I miss the interaction with my classmates and the teacher in person. However, as time went by, I discovered the advantages of virtual classes, such as the possibility of recording and reviewing lessons, having access to videos and interactive materials, and being able to practice my oral skills in one-on-one calls with the teacher. In addition, being in a virtual environment, I have been able to meet and converse with people from different countries, which has enriched my learning experience. Overall, I am very happy with the decision I made to switch to virtual English classes and feel that I have made much more progress in my ability to speak and understand the language. I feel prepared to face challenge in the future, including the possibility of studying tourism and succeeding in my career because of my ability to speak English freely. And that's about it. Thank you.
Great, right? Awesome pronunciation. And the topic that she chose is great. I mean, like, she's a very young girl and she's making decisions that impact her future, starting right now. And it makes me feel like she's going to be great when she grows up fully because she makes decisions that really are well thought out. She considered the many different points and she's like, okay, there's this and that, but, you know, I'd rather go with this and try it. But what do you have to say, guys?
I was a little bit confused because I remember the Aulanio from the previous course, and I didn't. I have here this Aulani, but I didn't know that she was other one. So she's very young. Her pronunciation is amazing. She's in a good way to master her English.
True. Johan, this is Aulani's daughter.
Are you kidding me? Or
no, she's Aulani's daughter. But Aulani's name, the one that we know, her name is Cecilia, but she was always using her daughter's computer. That's why we got to know her as Aulani, and she never corrected us.
Yes.
Yeah.
When did you realize that?
Because she told me. She told me at the beginning of the year because she decided to repeat the basic course, right? Because she wanted to do better vignettes. And so she's now doing the basic and she's doing great. And her vignettes are amazing, obviously.
Yeah.
And
but she wanted to do that with her real name. That's
yeah. So then I was like, Ceci. Yeah.
Aulani becomes in Cecilia.
Exactly. And she's doing great. I have to share one of her vignettes with you guys here, and she is amazing. But obviously, she wanted to give herself the chance to do those vignettes, but do them amazing, like she wanted to. And this is her daughter. And you can see that she is a very well-raised, well-educated, smart teenager. And that makes me so happy. She looks so bright and so brilliant, you know? She looks.
Yes, sure. She's a younger girl, clever, and she has the clear things.
She has the gift of communicating very well and effectively, and to make it look so natural. So amazing. Great job. Kudos to both Aulani and her mom, Ceci. Great job. Let's go on to Bernardo. Voice.
Hello guys, how's everything? Okay guys, I mean, decisions are just a part of life. Hello guys, how's everything? Hello guys, how's everything? Okay guys, I mean, decisions are just a part of life. We make them every single day. From the little thing like choosing what to eat for breakfast, what to wear, to the big things like deciding on a career path or a major in university or change our job, and all they shape the course of our lives. Recently, I made a decision that I believe will have a huge impact on my future, and that decision is to study graphic design at a university. I've been working as an assistant technician for a while now. It's not that it's a bad job or a bad career, but it just isn't fulfilling me in the way that I wanted to. I want to wake up every day and be excited about the work I'm doing, you know. And I think that graphic design is going to give me that sense of fulfillment that I've been missing. It wasn't an easy decision to make, of course. There were a lot of factors to consider, like the time and financial commitment that comes with going back to study. But ultimately, I knew that I had to take the plunge and follow my heart. Okay, guys, that's it. I'll see you soon.
Microphone.
I'm not going to repeat that. No way. Look, the choice of words was so on point. This guy is really a wordsmith and a craftsman of interesting ideas, and I like it very much, the way he puts his ideas together. And I think that the main driving, I guess, access to the whole presentation is the idea of fulfillment, which in our words of this past vignette would be the essential. What is the essential? That you feel fulfilled. As he explains, it's not that my job right now is a bad job or a failed decision, but it's not fulfilling me. And that's it. That's the whole point. I mean, like, not to compromise what is essential. And I think that in life, it's not just about money. Eddie said it. And it's about how you feel about things. Fulfillment, big word. And I celebrate the way that he weaved it into his story. It was very elegant. And I wish him the best of luck in his new career path, which is going to be fulfilling, we hope, right? And there, great job. Anything else you want to comment, Johan, Eddie?
Bernardo is an example of persevering person, because Bernardo, he accomplished to get graphic design, and that he wants to study. I remember in one of the vignettes that he said that he wants to get to that career, and he accomplished that dream. And congrats for that.
True. Truly amazing. Really good job. And congrats. And best of luck. And let's go on to our last two, Ana America.
Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well today. The topic is a bit complicated for me. It's about decisions, and making decisions for me it's the price of being alive. Why? Sounds complicated, no? Because making decisions puts you in places, circumstances, and with people. I have made several important decisions in my life. One of them was to immigrate and to start from scratch. Another one was to become a mother, because I decided to stop postponing and face something that my body was telling me it was time for. Being a mature woman, to me, is knowing that my decisions have to come with what I deserve, even if it's not what I want at first. I decided to try everything in this life, and I'm definitely thirsty to start new adventures by traveling to new countries like I used to do a few years ago. And when I'm indecisive about what to do, I ask myself the same thing. What is the worst that can happen? Make a mistake, go back. Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well today.
Very interesting. Two points. Really, like you learn a lot in just 1 minute and 20 seconds. She said, making decisions is the price you pay to be alive, or something along those lines. Making decisions is the price you pay to be alive. True. I mean, because if you don't make decisions, you're pretty much dead. Psychologically, socially, mentally, physically. You start dying the moment you stop making the decision to get your ass out and exercise. You start going crazy when you procrastinate on making a decision to feed your brain interesting stuff. Art, poetry, language, interesting, inspiring things, etc. That's a very beautiful thing. Obviously, it's not gratuitous. Obviously, the decisions she has made like she puts it, one big decision is being to emigrate from my country, from my native country, and start from scratch all over, from zeros. That's not easy. That is a bitch. However, it all depends on how you see it. Maybe you see it as an adventure, a way to get in touch again, to feel romantic about something totally new. That's the way I saw it when I did it. But she also says something else. She says, shit, I need to see it again because she was great.
The topic is a bit complicated for me. It's about decisions, and making decisions for me is the price of being alive. Why? Sounds complicated, no? Because making decisions puts you in places, circumstances, and with people. I have made several important decisions in my life. One of them was to immigrate and to start from scratch. Another one was to become a mother, because I decided to stop postponing and face something that my body was telling me it was time for. Being a mature woman, to me, is knowing that my decisions have to come with what I deserve.
That decisions must come with what I deserve. So negating the chance that you get from life to make a decision is equally canceling the chance of enjoying what you deserve. We deserve things, we know it. We have an ego, and you say, I deserve a better life. Then why don't you decide to pursue that better life? Maybe Bernardo, our previous one, decides for a moment or thinks, hey, maybe I don't feel fulfilled, but I think I deserve to be fulfilled. What's the next step? Make a decision that helps him feel fulfilled. So I think that the two, and she's very right. Obviously, when she says being a mature woman, we can tell from this short vignette that she is a very mature woman and that she's very good company to keep. Okay, we want to stay friends with this girl. She is fantastic. Obviously, she's not mature in the sense that she's old. She's mature in the way that she feels, with so much more clarity than many of us could even dream of getting close to. So that's fantastic. I've come to realize the decisions come with what you deserve. They have to come together. They come in pairs. That is again taking us back to metaphor. If you made the metaphoric link between the two, and you say a decision is deserving, that makes much more clear for you what you need to do to decide. You don't need to think, should I do this or should I do that? Because that's always going to be a mystery. But if you think A, B, and which one do I feel that I deserve? And that takes me back to Eddie. Eddie says, oh, well, great. I can get my old job and not be with my family, right? Now, Eddie was away from family, and I guess the distance makes the heart grow fonder, and you're like, okay, I wish I could have this time to be with my kid, but I can't. And then you made the decision now that is put across the table. And then you say, what do I deserve? Do I deserve this job, which is very unfulfilling? Or do I deserve to enjoy my kid and not make the little bit that I would make there? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. You don't need to think about it. What do you deserve? I deserve my kid. Am I making enough money there to improve it? No. So what do you deserve? Do you deserve that job? Do you deserve your kid? It's a no-brainer. Thank you, Ana America, for illuminating. Again, driving us again to metaphor, right? Metaphor. I want to keep that as a metaphor. Your decision is what you deserve. And I thank her for that. That's beautiful. Your decision is what you deserve. Having access to metaphor, once again, Johan and Eddie, makes thinking so much clearer for us. Because otherwise, once again, if you just have to make a decision between two things, just decide. It's hard. But it's not hard when you know this is what I deserve. If Bernardo thinks what he deserves is to be fulfilled, which is what I get from his video, his decision, again, is a no-brainer. It's almost automatic. I want to be a graphic designer. Why? You have a job already. You're busy. Yeah, you're making money. You're not going to make money going to school. It's going to be spending money. Oh, but it's what I deserve. And decisions come with deserving. They come in pairs. I deserve. I've been working hard. I've done my job well. I've been a good son and a good this and a good that. It's time to get what I deserve and decide. And America, freaking awesome, surprising as always, and so smart and mature yet young. Isn't that the best combo? You know, like being young and beautiful. I mean, being smart and beautiful, because normally when you get smart, it's because you're all consumed. Say, go talk to the old man. He's very smart. Yeah, normal, expected. But to be young, to be beautiful, and to be smart, that combo doesn't happen often. No, you have to pay for smarts. It's the price you pay. As she says, it's the price you pay. Great. And we come to the end with Juliet. Is it fate? Is it fate that she's the last one? We'll see.
Hello. Well, I'm talking about the last vignette. So currently I have new job, maybe a couple months ago. So this is a new page in my life. Sometimes I take calls in English, but in Spanish also. I'm be honest with myself. I know that I don't dedicate the necessary time to study the language. The answer is simple, is fear, because this fear is very strong in my mind. I sometimes feel fear when I talk. For example, right now, I believe that I won't make it, but I'm trying again every day. So well, I would really like to stop doing the same thing, and I'm talking about the routine and how difficult it is to get out of it. Don't you feel that you want to do a lot and finally you don't do anything? I'm so nervous. It's my first vignette for this year. Well, that's how I feel right now. But the last, I also talk about the courage and I can have, sorry. I also talk about the courage and I can have at the moment of making a decision. I mean, I'm so very strong in the moment when I take decision, a new decision for my life. So that's all for now. Thank you so much, and have a good night. See you later. Hello.
Very nice. Very nice. Very, very cute. She looks very cute because she's so honest. She's super cute because she's so honest. Because she allows herself to be looked at vulnerable. Because she feels vulnerable. She's been going through changes. And as everybody has felt before, we feel fear in the face of change. And she has improved her status, but the cause has been to be in fear. This takes us to the whole opposite end of what we just discussed, which is what we deserve. When we feel that we deserve something, we go for the taking, right? Eddie works hard today. He goes, drives people around and he's tired. He gets home and he goes for the dinner because he deserves it. He feels he did the job. He deserves dinner. Yeah. So what makes us feel for a moment that what we deserve is something that could be feared? That's very interesting. But I think that's also part of the equation. That's why many people don't do the taking, even if they know that they deserve it, because they fear. They fear change. They fear the change of changes that can take place. Because it's not that one thing changes. If you change one thing, then many other things are going to change as well. And that is unpredictable. More than fear, it makes you nervous because you're not in control. But that's also something that maybe it's the perfect closing, because it's not all fun and jokes and laughter. Sometimes there's a tear or two in the process of making decisions. And I think that what happens, honestly, in my case, now that I let myself be touched by what Juliet is saying, I think it's just melancholy that invades our hearts in losing what we already know so well. Like it's so tragic. Like sometimes we might voluntarily sabotage what we deserve because we don't want to change and leave behind the people we know, the circumstances we know, the things we do, etc. So it's a big step, and I think that is there for the taking. And just like with Paula's, I'm going back to Paula's now, you need a strong hip. You need a strong hip that pushes your steps further, firmer, faster. Just like we said before, don't overthink it. Just set into action, because actions lead to motion and lead to progress. That's life. Otherwise, we're going to start dying little by little. Got to make decisions. It's the price you pay for being alive. And with that, I close. It's the end of our vignettes, and it's a great learning to all of us. Hopefully, to me, I learned a lot from you guys. I thank you very much. It's unbelievable. I think I never come in with an agenda. I can feel bored coming in. I can feel excited. I can feel whatever. But I tell you one thing. The moment I exit watching your vignettes, I feel unpredictably different from what I would have expected that I would feel at the end. Coming in, I can feel whatever cocktail of emotions. Coming out, never matches what I felt or what I imagined I would feel coming in. You really transformed my chemistry with all your messages, with all your feelings, with all your things. This is like maybe what priests feel after confessing 100 people. They don't feel troubled or inspired, or they feel just different after listening to people. I learned so much. Thank you very much. This is my gratitude to you because of your generosity. Every single one of you was a master and taught me a lot. Thank you very much, Eddie, for staying. Thank you very much, Johan. It's a privilege and a pleasure.
Thank you, Fab. Thank you, Fab, for being here with us, with those extensive time from 7:30 to 11:30. That's amazing. I enjoy it a lot. Listen to you. I learn a lot of things about your thoughts, about the questions, about the vignettes of the people in this group. It's amazing to know that people expand your generosity with us, and I like into enough. Thank you, Fabian, and so I don't have words for your time. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments, big man. Thank you for being here, Johan Cespedes, although he's like, huh?
What happened? Huh?
What happened? Who's that, Johan Cespedes? I heard Johan Cespedes.
Actually, I was gonna leave like 30 minutes, 40 minutes ago, but it got interesting. Yeah. And I didn't want to leave Edward alone with you. That's dangerous.
Yeah. So no, guys, yeah, it got really interesting. I get the feeling, like we got pulled back in. Really good last couple of vignettes. Excellent. Hey, thank you very much for sharing, man. Just go get some rest, and thank you. And to all of these people, thank you very much. It's a pleasure and a privilege.
Thank you, Johan. Thank you, guys.